And are we live?
Yes, we are.
Excellent. Thank you everyone for being with us today once again. It is in joy, grace, gratitude, and honor that once again, I thank all of you for joining us once again as we express ourselves and explore how we transform through all the myriad of the languages of lights. Today is a very exciting day for so many reasons. So am I coming through okay?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
fixing the speaker view. So I got it fixed.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I just wanted to double check, make sure everybody can hear me and see me okay. It is such a joy today to thank all of you for once again joining us. It has been such a joy since June 5th of this year that we began this journey together. And the things that have happened to not just me and not just Bree, but all of us, the way that we have truly transformed in what feels like it feels like it was yesterday, but yet it feels like we've been together for such a long time doing this together. And to each and every one of you who have joined us, whether it's just today or previously on these Wednesdays with Wendy and Bree, and for all of your comments, your sharings, your showing up, sharing the most sacred parts of our journey here together has been a tremendous blessing and gift for me that I treasure. And today's date, I actually didn't even realize it until a little while ago that today's date equals 11. My birth path number, my favorite number in this 11th month, and it also happens to be my birthday month. So I'm very excited today, and on the 6th day of November 2019, as we're almost at the end of this number 3 year, this 2019, as we move into 2020, and so many new and exciting, really new things have happened. And I wanted to say also that when I began this this Languages of Light's YouTube channel almost 5 years ago, coming up in January, I believe it was January 15th or 16th, if I'm not mistaken. And just the synchronicities, even in the last 5 years, and meeting Bree and the things that she and I, the journeys that we've taken together just in the last 3 years that we've known each other has been, I feel like it's been, I don't know, like a decade, and only because we've done so much in such a short time. And how when I began this channel, and to thank all of you who have been there every step of the way with me from the beginning to today, thank you. And that day when I made that very first video in January, they said to me, and they said, make sure you sign it this way. You are speaker new, and you are a speaker. You are a teacher of teachers, and you will teach other teachers how to bring this idea of harmony, the idea that we create our own reality, and how we can create our reality through pure love and intention. And the intentions that we've put out from the very beginning, what I've put out since I began speaking light languages, and I'm probably up to, I don't know, if you're new to my channel, it's probably, I don't know, probably about 11 or 1200 videos now. It's hard for me to even believe. Everything from, light codes coming through, to symbols, to the connections, understanding that everything's connected, how my channeling abilities have flourished and blossomed because of nature, because of being outside, because of all of you. And so it's been very poignant for me today. And the things that have transpired in my own life have been absolutely the most incredible, beyond my own imagination. So I wanted to, I just wanted to give a really quick light language blessing it's my way of kind of sending my own gratitude through all of my fractals, of which have been more and more of them have been presenting themselves to me. So one of the things we like to talk about is our multidimensionality, how we really are a crystalline with many, many beings experiencing their own experiences in other realms, dimensions, physical and non-physical, how we connect with all of them, and how light languages help us do that, and how by gathering and sharing in these gatherings like we do, that we enhance and we reflect these abilities to each other, and we light each other's lights, we help each other find our way, and that is really truly the most magnificent gift I can give or receive. So I wanted to take a minute to offer a blessing, and then what I'd like to do is if Bree would like to offer one as well, that's fine. And I wanted to let Bree kind of give you guys an idea, if you're new today, that things that we have been doing in our own idea of speaker, finding our voice, becoming our true authentic selves, like we talked about last week. Today's theme, my guide said to me today, is about trusting and self-trust. That's the theme for today, trust and self-trust. And so yeah, I will offer this, and I'll let Bree tell you all how to join the room today, if you'd like to join us today in the room, in the Zoom room, and all of the other details of that. And then I'll let her tell you about the next phase of our journey and how she's also joined this magnificent journey with me once again, and on her own, in her own blossoming way. She's just blowing me away, blowing my mind. So Lazitosho no se, li avosho no sale ila kasana salake. Matali ila maro shenateli samasote igasana savidisinate. Mishana li ana tivaloko miyasha se tari nanavakalo tarivasho se. Miangeli anavakiso moso feshana se tequila kasana se. Mazomashea ivashana savishana tavariana makale atorishe. Mijana te kisana se laki. And I would like to say now too that the angels have been very prevalent with me in the last, well, little while here, especially in the last couple of days. And so I had many beautiful visits this morning as well. So I really do feel, the gathering of angels right now. So I just wanted to express that as well, that this is one of the things that I experience when I begin to speak light languages, that many people wonder, who is it? Who are they? How do you identify it? And I just know, and I trust in my own trust now, that I know when they say that's who they are here, that's who's here. So so thank you to all of our guides, all of our teams together today, and our wolf pack here today, as we join together with all of our teams once again. Because remember, every one of you that joins today or watches, whenever you do, that your team is here with us as well. So Nyashote. How about that, Bree? Go for it, girl. And thanks again for being with me today. And wow, she's running on pure energy, you guys. So thanks for being here, girl.
Thanks, Wendy. Yeah, it's a complete pleasure. It is such a pleasure that I get to be a part of all of this. It is absolutely my highest joy. And I'm so happy that I can start to follow and act in my highest joys, my passions, my excitements, and we all are working towards that in one way or another, whether we know it or not. And so there's so many things happening. So first, I would like to start also with a blessing, a light language blessing, very quickly. For this, what I feel like is the next phase of all of our journeys. The ending of a year really brings up a lot for people, especially it's Scorpio season, and it goes deep. It goes really deep. So this blessing is to support us, all beings, all of consciousness in its evolution, in its expression of itself in all ways. Nahayashe nare nayo ehi ane asatao aya. Kototo shoko onoi so to onto I yat isu ukototo shorotis oneti to ontetes eri to onta as onto o niti ti ototo yasata so to yate ne nia tata yoro to shika ayana su to isiki siati ti oshi. Ne atata oro te asa tata o kish ayas oto ora anyata yasa oye ayana uso toto yeshe yata ara yasa onia isok oishi ni aya atiase ayas oe. Na ara ayasao ne ara anya onaya aya toto yara shoko oto to onte sa onte is out ishaka and ayas out ishaka ayas o uwe an ayas out ishaka ay nanta as atata ayas oto ar ik and is shoko wai nyao utishia yuwa mo ish au washara ayan nishio huan nashi ya hasa otash naisu utoshku suhutu shukusu. Thank you.
Gosh.
I got very very warm at the end there. Felt a lot of warmth.
That was really powerful. I really felt like you were talking about all of us stepping into our power. Like, it's time. This is it. We've done the work. We know who we are. And now it's time to step up. I was feeling like that was just such a strong message for all of us to really step into that light that we are. So that was really great, Bree.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that I felt like so much heat at the end of that. That was very, very interesting. So
did you want to introduce everybody first, or hi everybody? I wanted to say hi to everybody out there who's watching. Hi everybody, hop in. Bree will let you know how to come in.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, and now we have Will. Okay, so Will's joining us.
Hi everybody.
All right. Hi guys. So today in the room with us we have Stefan, Wilma, Parky, Star, Jessica, Dave, and Will. So hi everybody. Thank you for joining us again. This is always so exciting. You guys are so silly. Parky is Don. So if I say Don, I mean Parky, and if I say Parky, I mean Don.
We do try, and Reiki was Will. Well, we know Will. So
we know Will. And Star was able to make it. How exciting! Hello.
Hi Stefan. Hi Wilma. Hi Parky. Hey Will. How you guys doing? Hey Dave. Love you guys.
Thank you for being here, and thank you everybody for watching, whether you're watching in the future, which is
Angela,
now.
Angela, Dolores, Agus Magic, Sonia. Who else we got there?
Adam.
Thanks you guys. Adam. Hi Adam. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Adam.
And so Nene. So Nene, yeah, thank you, so Nene. I really appreciate all of you guys, and you know, we're putting this out there because we feel called to. This does not mean that we are, I mean, how do I say this? Like, we're just feeling called from our hearts, and that's why we do this work. And so it's just such an honor and a pleasure. And we have Dolores in the room.
Hey, Dolores is in the house.
Welcome. Let me quickly share with you guys, if you would like to join us in the room here today with video and or audio, or neither, you don't have to turn either one of them on. You can click on the Zoom link that is in Wendy's blog post. I put it up at the top of the YouTube live chat. So there's a blog post there right up at the top. You can click on it and go to the bottom of the blog post and click on the Zoom link that's listed there, and this should come up. It's very simple. You shouldn't have to download anything on mobile devices. You might have to install an app, the Zoom app, but it will prompt you to. So just let me know in the YouTube live chat if you have any questions with that. I want to make sure you guys can get in here and that you know, the tech makes sense for you as much as possible. So please feel free. If you don't speak light languages, if you don't know what they are, that's okay. You can still come and join us and hang out. We have this as kind of a open space for us to share and talk about all the different aspects of what it's like living on Earth as we're raising consciousness, as we're expanding ourselves. And it's a pleasure to be able to do this, especially with somebody as bright and sparkly as Miss Wendy here. She's very bright and sparkly.
Well, thank you, Bree.
Thank you, Wendy. So let's see, I talked about coming into the room. Also, I just set up a subscribe button on Wendy's website, languagesoflights.com. If you guys want to subscribe to get occasional updates, upcoming events, news, maybe there will be discount codes like coupons in there at some point in the future, every once in a while. So if you want to subscribe to Languages of Lights, please go to the website, and down at the bottom of the homepage, you can type in your email address and click subscribe, and you will be added to the email list.
And then that way too, if we do classes, you guys will get first dibs at, you know, getting in the classes and discounts and knowing what events are coming and just stuff like that. You know, it just makes it easier to communicate. And it's been, because we're expanding so much and so rapidly, it's becoming more and more, what's the word I'm looking, not necessary, but it's easier if we can then begin to focus in on one place to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
So it just makes it a little easier for Bree and I to communicate with all of you this way, rather than trying to reach out on all the different social medias and Facebook and so forth. So if we're trying to just kind of keep it focused. So I appreciate that, you guys, for taking the time to do that.
Yeah, thank you. And a note, I know we had briefly talked about this last webinar, and I want to thank Jessica again for bringing up the idea of having a space for all of us to gather outside of these webinars. So I'm going to be working, just for another note, on creating a members section of Wendy's website, and we'll all be able to log in there and talk with each other. It'll be like our little area on there, and it'll be a login. We are still talking about possibly doing Facebook, possibly not. I cannot give you a yes or no on that because there's a few factors that go into that, such as having a group that you're managing, and lots of stuff is happening very fast. So I can take on one thing at a time. So I just wanted to recap on that. So thank you again, Jessica, for talking about that. I really appreciate that. And I did not mean last week to say, no, it's not going to be on Facebook. It's just, we're going to start with the website and see how we're moving forward. Okay, and you can also follow Wendy on Facebook. She has a page, Languages of Lights is her page, and you can like the page and follow. We post all about these webinars every week. She posts all sorts of cool stuff, her simples, new videos she's done and everything. So you can follow her on there too. Okay, so now that we got that stuff out of the way, should we talk about the update?
Yes, definitely. And I did want to throw it out there too. I wanted to just quickly mention that, you know, the private sessions that I do and recorded videos and things, and I just wanted to say thank you, because to all of you, and you guys know who you are. The private sessions that I have been privileged and to participate in have been equally as rewarding for me as they have been for the other person. And so I wanted to thank all of you who have taken the time and to come and spend time with me and allow me and trust me to help you with your journey. So I wanted to really thank you, because it's the friendships that incur are really just beyond my wildest imaginations. And I really, truly believe that everyone who comes to visit us, each and every one of you are very, very powerful teachers. Whether you realize it or not, you are. And whether you're just watching, participating in the room, it doesn't matter, because you're in the same frequency. And so we are the speakers and the teachers and the way showers, the illuminators, every one of you, every one of us. And it's time we own it. Just like Bree's light language message, it's time we own it. And it's time we trust in our own self-trust. There's a huge message for us in that today. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So thanks to all of you for everything that you bring to me. And yes, Bree and I know we touched a little bit on this last week, but I'm telling you guys, in 1 week, this has exploded for Bree and I, and especially for her. So go for it, girl. I'm actually trying to figure out if can I mute myself?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can.
I don't know about on your headset.
That?
You are not muted on your headset. Are you trying to mute yourself?
I'm not now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you are not now.
I was just looking to see.
You might have to
looking to see if there was a way for me to do that without.
Hit the mute button on the device. We're testing out a new way to have Wendy's audio coming through clear, and we're using 2 devices. So I'm. Oh,
I see.
Okay. I'm keeping track of which Wendy is speaking. Which Wendy is speaking? Which fractal of Wendy? So here's what's going on. We had announced for, I think, the past 2 weeks in a row that Wendy has signed up to be a teacher on an upcoming network that's launching this weekend on Sunday and Monday. It's called Awake TV Network, and Wendy signed up to be a teacher, and her show is going to be launching or airing weekly on Fridays for 12 weeks to start. That's season 1. Fridays at 2 p.m. CST is her show time. And Awake TV Network is a standalone platform, just like Netflix or Gaia TV. So it has, it's a subscription-based network, and you are able to watch live streaming on it as well as archived videos. This is the first network that's ever been designed for live streaming capabilities. It's a huge undertaking, and it has happened extremely rapidly, how fast they've put all of this together. The incredible team that has designed this whole network has just completely blown my mind. So Wendy introduced me to, let's see, I'm not sure if, that should be okay. All right, so Wendy introduced me to the ladies. She said that, hey, they need some help with what they're putting together, and they were looking for interns and stuff. So I have joined their core support team. And so we're putting together this launch, and it's starting on this upcoming Sunday, November 10th. It's going to be a 48-hour global launch, because November 10th for America is November 11th in Australia. And so it's actually this whole time span between November 10th and 11th that it's going to be a free live streaming launch for the whole world to watch. All of these teachers doing live streaming. And it's, like I said, a huge undertaking, and it's so exciting that this is happening. There are so many teachers that have signed up. I think it's over 45 or 50 teachers now that have actually signed up to be teachers for first season. My understanding is teachers have now been capped. So there's no more spots available for the first season, but they are taking applicants for the next season, starting 12 weeks after we began on 11/11. So if anybody's interested in the network, please go to awaketvnetwork.com and put your email address into the subscription area just to sign up for the newsletter. That's how we're going to be sending out the information so that you can start watching. on Sunday and Monday during the free live streaming period. Also, Wendy is going to be having a promo code because she's a teacher. She's going to be able to put out a promo code for half off your first month of subscribing to watch all the teachers. But the promo code is going to be coming out on Thursday. The reason it's coming out on Thursday is because Awake TV Network is opening for subscriptions on Thursday because they, so exciting. This happened out of nowhere. There's a lady who plans a annual film festival in Hollywood, and it's centered around social justice, and it's happening this Thursday. It's called the Pembroke Film Festival. Let me make sure I'm saying the right name here. Pembroke Tapparelli International Artivist Festival. So it's November 7th through 10th in Los Angeles, in Hollywood. And it's called Unite for Change. So they are featuring artists' documentaries that are committed to social justice and talking about race, religion, and justice around the world. And so we, Awake TV Network, we have been invited to not only advertise at this film festival before all the films and in the program guide and on the website, but also we are going to be able to talk. I won't be there personally because I live very far away from LA, so not this time. But we have our team members. The founder, Amanda, is going there with our graphics and tech support, Danielle, and they're going to be talking about Awake TV Network at the beginning of the film festival for a little bit and have time to discuss it. So it's really, really, really exciting because these people at this film festival are documentary producers, I mean, they movie producers, film producers, they do this kind of work in this sort of area. And so at a later date, we also get to air their documentaries on Awake TV Network, which is incredible. That just came through, that their documentaries will be aired at a later date. So this is a movement that has started. The Awake TV Network is featuring teachers around the world who talk about this consciousness expansion that's happening on the planet. Awake TV is giving people a voice. It's giving people a platform to be able to share their message with the world in a way that's never been done before. There's never been a live streaming network before that has an interactive section as well. So you can actually comment live while it's happening, and then the teachers can interact with you and ask questions and everything. This is happening so fast, and there's obviously assistance. Like, people are feeling called in their hearts. I felt called in my heart, and that's why I signed up. That's why I joined their team to help them out, not only because Wendy's a teacher, but because I feel the potential impact that this is going to have for giving people a voice and giving people a platform to be able to help others. And so if you guys have any questions about Awake TV Network, you can certainly reach out to support@awaketvnetwork.com. Otherwise, stay tuned. Check out the Facebook page that they have up. It has all the information for all the teachers. We're putting out all the bios and show descriptions. It's a huge undertaking. And stay tuned on Thursday because we're going to be posting on Wendy's blog and on our website the promo code, so you can get half off of your first month for subscribing and watching. It's $9.99 regular price, but the first month, if you get the promo code, if you're one of the first 25 people to get it, it's $4.99 for the first month. And so this is, it's a huge deal. And Wendy's show, I don't think I said the title. So on Fridays, when she has the shows at 2 p.m. CST, Central Time, Her show's called Light Language, Linguistics, and Multidimensionality. So Wendy, do you want to talk a little bit about what you're going to be discussing on that show? I know there is a different, a little bit of a different format, because these Wednesday gatherings that we have here are very interactive. It's a place for us to all come in together and share and talk about things, share light language. But do you want to talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing on your show on Fridays on Awake TV?
I think it's, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's really going to be kind of an extension of what you all have been seeing here, really, if you're new to my channel, but really what this channel's been about from day one. And when Amanda had already been watching my channel for a little while. I think even she might have even said maybe a year or something. And so she was already familiar with my work. So when she and I met, she basically was like, you're already on the team if you want to be. And so this really is a labor of love for all of us. We don't know where this is going to go, but I think it's going to go some pretty amazing places. And I am just absolutely thrilled to be a part of all of this, especially at the ground floor. And then to have Bree a part of it and being on the core support team and supporting the teachers themselves, and the work that she's been doing, you know, helping the team and getting the support system set up for the teachers and the technical aspects and working with the technical team. So there's been a lot going on. And but as far as the show itself, it's really is pretty much an extension of everything I've already been doing on my channel. It's going to be very interesting to have an interaction like this. We do it like we do on YouTube, very similar. And so to be able to interact that way, and I have the opportunity to really have free creative expression with these shows. She said, everything and anything that you want to do. And it is because she knows that from a multidimensional standpoint, and as my guides, Emily, emissaries of the Light Collective, said to me, this is part of your mission, your highest joy and excitement, is to show everybody how everything is connected and how do light languages in general, sight, sound, frequency, color, vibration, how does all of this create our reality? And what do light languages have to do with that? And how does accessing and understanding and becoming aware of our multidimensionality, how does it apply, and how can, when we apply this information and this higher knowledge to our day-to-day lives, how does it change how we create our reality? How does it change our thoughts and belief systems so that we really can truly not just dream and imagine the life that we want, but to have the guts to live it? And I am right now a perfect example of that. And actually from day one, when I started this channel, it didn't matter. No one knew, didn't matter. It was a true passion of passion. And there was nothing that was going to stop me from bringing this information and the things that I've learned and and all the things that I continue to learn, and how it helps me access my guides, receive information, channel information, share that information with all of you. How does it help me in my own life? How does it help me realize my own gifts and abilities? And how does it help me break down the barriers of me sharing them? And how can that help all of you do the same? And so it's such a wonderful opportunity for me to be able to do light language activations, singing. I can bring instruments. I can write symbols. We can talk about that, explore more of that. Oracle readings, channeled information. I have the opportunity to have guests, of which Bree and I already talked about it. I'm pretty sure she's going to be my first guest. And she's also going to be recording my introduction video that will be on for all of the teachers. So she's going to be interviewing me for that and recording that for me. And so that we'll be working on that as well right away. And so one of the first guests that I was really hoping to have was Bree, because really when I started this channel, it was shortly a little bit before we had met, and but the ride that we've been on since, and the fact that now she's on on the team, I thought it was only appropriate that she and I do that I do the first show with her. And so I'm also going to have some other guests, as well as like our dear friend and colleague, Jacqueline Smith. I know that she and I have talked about having her on the show. And my dear, my dear, sweet Dolores, she's also agreed to be on the show. And I wanted to say too, I had a little question about that, Bree. I noticed that Dolores was also, her artwork was showcased on the preliminaries for the Teachers Network. And so she's also interested in becoming a teacher at some point, I believe. But for now, I've invited her to be a guest on my show. And so she's already planning on some things to bring to all of you, to share her process, to share some of how she does what she does. And I'm really delighted. And it's going to be interesting for me because it is a concise 1 hour show. So any of you who know me, you know, this is going to be, and actually I'm kind of hoping that Bree will be kind of with me behind the scenes whenever she's available to be.
Like,
to kind
Wendy,
of guide me through
Wendy, it's over. We have to stop.
Stop, turn it off, shut up. So yeah, so I'm hoping that she'll be there with me too, so she can help me find my own little boundaries and things. So it's really exciting, you guys. And so I thank you all for allowing us to express all of this to you, because really, if it wasn't for light languages, none of this would be happening. And you know, it was such a beautiful thing when Amanda said to me that when I met with Chris, Alyssa, and then I met with Alyssa, and then I met with Amanda, and she was just, the first thing she said to me was, Wendy, I just listened to one of your videos and my whole heart chakra just opened. So I mean, what a lovely way to open a conversation. And to be a teacher. And she's like, I want you to express all of this that you know and experience, and share about light languages and activations, and help activate people and explain and answer questions. And so it's kind of just an extension of everything I've already been doing already for 5 years. So really it sort of comes all naturally, but I realize it's also going to be a whole different kind of environment and learning experience. So I'm really excited, and I can't tell you how excited and relieved I am that Bree's there. To help me and help all of us teachers, and to support the support staff.
Yes, that is our goal. Keeping everybody feeling comfortable with the technology and everything. I think that's very important.
So and with that said, you guys, I've got 12 shows, and depending on where this goes, hopefully there'll be a lot more shows. So with that said, if any of you, much like Dolores, if any of you are interested in being a guest on the show, send me an email. And you know, we'll talk and see what you want to bring to the table, and we'll make it happen. So I wanted to throw that out there too. So
and Wendy's email is
interesting things, and you know, you guys, languagesoflights@gmail.com.
Thank you.
And you guys can talk, but if it's easier, just contact me through my website. If it's easier to just go to my website, there's a contact page that goes directly to my email. So so yeah, you could do it either way, but yeah, so let me know. And I'm delighted to showcase everyone else. This is one of the things I started with when I started this channel. It wasn't about just me. It was about the fact that we all, see, I'm getting a tone in my ear now too. It's about that we all actually do express and emit a frequency, a language of light, because we're all made of light. And each one of us is this prism, this kaleidoscope that's always changing, always. Every time we have a new belief system, our kaleidoscope changes. And then the guides and the frequencies and the information and the light codes that we receive to open up these portals and DNA within us, and activate these literally these codes that have been sitting dormant within us for so long. It helps us activate all of that and connect with this information in a higher way, and then be able to apply it and share it with others, And we do it without actually even knowing it. We actually, what happens is, teachers are the teachers, as they explained to me, because we're always teaching and learning at the same time. We literally then walk through the world differently as teachers, and we're teaching when we don't realize it. How many of this has happened to all of you? I bet every one of you. In your day-to-day lives now, you're realizing you're teaching everybody just by example. Even if you don't say anything, you don't even need to say a word. Just being who you are and walking through the world differently changes everything around you. So this is a big part of what I've been excited to share all along, and what I'm very excited to share about in this new, in this new format. I think it's going to be explosive and expansive. And the fact that this festival has picked up on this energy and is offering to allow us to advertise, and it is just amazing. And the fact that they get to go and talk about it, this is huge, huge. And like Bree said, not this time, but next time. We'll be there. So yeah. I just wanted to send that all out there to you guys. It's been an amazing ride, and I just can't tell you how this has really come full circle for me and Bree, and the things that she and I've talked about and dreamed about from the very first day we met, the things that she's been involved with. This is such a huge undertaking, yet she's already, from the day I met her planning that pyramid conference, global pyramid conference, I knew that her capabilities were outstanding. And this is just a touch of, I think, what what really we're both capable of, to be frank with you. So
True that.
so yeah,
Thank you.
It's really exciting. It is.
Yeah, it really
exciting. I'm
is.
so happy for you.
And
I'm happy for both of us.
I know, I am too. It's so amazing. And I really want to, I know we're going to move on, because I would love to get some group discussion going on here and talk.
Me too.
But really quickly, to get the promo code delivered right to your email address, subscribe to Wendy's newsletter, like I mentioned earlier. So go to languagesoflights.com at the bottom of the home page and put in your email address to her email newsletter to subscribe, and then the promo code can get sent right to your email. Also, in terms of what you said, Wendy, about Dolores, thanks for reminding me. Lots is on my mind, obviously. So
Yeah.
they're actually taking pre-recorded submissions from people, even if people are not signed up as teachers. If you're an artist or a musician and you would like to have your work featured, and you can do so by submitting a video, it can be 30 or 60 minutes long. If you want to submit your work and show us what you do, if you do work that helps raise the consciousness of the planet, if you encode light into your work, if you draw light language symbols, if you paint, if you channel paintings, drawings, if you create music, if you create meditations, these things we want to be able to feature on the network, and they're going to get archived into the network so they can be viewable at any point. That's the point of Awake TV Network, is to showcase information, teachings, wisdom, channelings that helps us all in many different ways to raise the frequency, the vibration of the planet, of ourselves, of our consciousness. And so if you have any questions, if you would like to submit a recording to be put onto the network, then please, you can email me, awaketvbree, BREE @gmail.com. And I can help get that submitted to our staff. It has to get approved first. And then as long as it gets approved, we can put it up there. So we're really looking to showcase artists and musicians on Awake TV Network. So thank you for the reminder. So Dolores is submitting recordings, I think, of her art and her music. And so that's going to get put onto the network and archived as a recording. So teachers are able to do live shows. Actually, musicians and artists can also do a live show, but they have to book a spot, and the spots are filling up really fast. So email me if you would like to present yourself during the 48-hour launch. If you're a musician or an artist, email me, please. So, okay, I think we have covered everything there. Did I forget anything, Wendy? I think we're good.
No, I don't think so. I know there's
Okay.
so much going on, you guys, and I appreciate all of you because it's not just about telling you what we're doing. It's about gathering all of the teachers that start thinking about doing this yourselves. You know what I mean? About putting yourselves out there, being more open, being who you came to be. And I'm just delighted. Dolores and I have just had so many amazing conversations in the last couple of weeks, and I'm so delighted that she's putting this out there. I'm so excited to do a show with her, and I'm delighted to be able to take and really focus on our expressions in light languages and our experiences. How do they come through to us? What do they mean to us? What happens when we're seeing them or speaking them or drawing or painting or hand signing or toning? What are our experiences? I really want to dive deep into some of this stuff. So I'm very excited about all of this. And so thank you, Dolores, for, for stepping up and stepping out and agreeing to do this. It's really exciting. And she's got all kinds of stuff going on, in her own neck of the woods. And so I'm very excited for all of this. And thanks you guys out there who, and Angela, everybody in YouTube, Anju, really thanks you guys for all of your support. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. It really does. And not just for this Awake TV, but I'm talking about all of this every week, you guys showing up and being here and asking questions and just sharing all of this. It's really an amazing journey for us. And so I feel truly blessed. And I wanted to say hi. I noticed that we've got a couple of new people here. And so I wanted to say hello. And hi, Ivan's joined us. And I wanted to say hello to Yulia. Eve, hello, Yulia. I wanted to just say hello and welcome so much. You look at the bright light in that room. My gosh, it looks like there's an angel sitting there. It's just beautiful. That's amazing. Wow, look at that light, you guys. It's amazing. Would you like to say hello? You don't have to. Just wanted to throw that out there if you wanted to say hello, Yulia.
Yes, hi everyone. I want to thank you here.
Thank you for coming. Where are you joining us from today, Yulia?
I'm in Boston.
Awesome, wonderful. So here in the States, Bree and I are, just for, if you guys are new, Bree and I are here in the States. I'm in Tennessee, Bree's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Anybody else who wants to let us know where you're at, that's fine. You don't have to. It's just nice for us to let all of you out there who are watching to know where we're all from. Dolores is from Croatia. Star's up there in Canada. Parky's up there in Canada. Stefan, I think it's Italy. Is that correct, Stefan? I'm gonna make sure I get everybody's countries right. And Jessica's here in the States. And Wilma, I believe, is Australia. And I think Ivan is also in the States. Did I get everybody right?
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, it's really it's amazing for me. So yeah, go ahead, Bree.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could open it up to some sharing, and we started with Yulia. So, Yulia, if there's anything you would like to share with us, welcome. First of all, thank you for coming. And if you would like to share light language or anything going on in your life, please, we'd love to hear from you.
I'm just blown away by each and every single one of you. The energy is so massive, and I'm just, if I could express it in the words, I said many times already that the planet is about to shift. And I think we all join this just by being who we are. I'm a little bit out of my body right now and being in trance. I'm actually a doctor. And I just got very heavy activations about maybe a few months ago. And I'm a lot of spending time like in trance, and I'm just translating all the higher frequencies. And today is a very massive day.
Thank you for sharing that. And I'm really happy because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you're the first physician that we've had with us. And I think that that is a really important thing to bridge today. And I really want to thank you for really following your guidance and coming here today. And I really do. It's like I see so much angelic energy around you, and that makes sense to me now that because you're a physician, that makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm feeling very, very deep energy in my heart chakra with you, my solar plexus, really everything. Seriously, all of my higher chakras, like all of us, like all the way up. So it's very interesting that you've expressed that. And I appreciate the fact that there's more and more of us that are waking up, that are bringing this information and this energy down into the physical world in every way, shape, and form. And it's wonderful to see and feel you bringing that energy into, you know, the three-dimensional world, and to teach people it's not just about physical healing, but it's about, you know, what happens on the inside. And maybe at the risk of even putting physicians out of a job, you know, in that we teach people that, you know, it's about what happens on the inside that creates what happens, that manifests what's on the outside. And I think that the whole medical, what we call the medical industry, I think is going through a huge transition right now. And I've been getting a lot of information about this for a very long time. And just being in your presence, I feel that you're a representation of this bridge, this new bridge of understanding that it's not separate. It's all needs to be completely integrated. And so it was a beautiful, see all that just from you showing up. So how about that?
Thank you.
I do. I really do feel it. It's pretty strong. So, yeah, I really appreciate that. And you know, it's funny. I had a friend a long time ago, and her name was Yulia. She didn't spell it exactly the same, but I was talking with a friend this morning about the name Eve, and my grandmother's name is Evelyn, and my middle name is Lynn. And so I was talking about Eve and Lynn, and then when I saw your name, and I have a niece named Eve, and I was just talking about her this morning. So the fact that you came in when you did too was like such a synchronicity, because I was literally just a few hours ago talking about the name Eve, like this morning.
Yes, it's interesting because we're all connected.
Yes.
It's like non-physical world, but we're all connected, and we are actually connecting here on the physical plane in order to align everything here. That's how
Yes.
we'll bring the world to a different plane of existence.
So this is that was wonderful. See, you guys, this is all it takes is for somebody to show up to bring this information and this energy out. So thank you so much for being here. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us? Do you speak light languages at all?
So I'm actually a dentist, and I went to the residency. I had to stop the residency because I went through the process of expanding my consciousness, and it was tones, different languages that I started speaking, and now I'm just speaking through the frequencies, and it was intense and very intense for the body because body was not prepared, but being in the medical field and a doctor, I was able to manage it, but you don't need to. All this high beings frequencies, they will help you out through the process. But as of now, I'm just learning how to adapt here and learn how to be me. Because I think it's the time for all of us just become who we are truly and step in order to help each and every single one of us in this world to unite and complete the puzzle of the cosmic energy, so we can manipulate it in different levels. You're
muted, Wendy.
That is one of the things that I've used as an analogy many times, as my guides have as well, as puzzle pieces. And that when each and every one of us really do become our authentic selves, we become exactly the puzzle piece we need to be to fit into the puzzle. And so many of us spend all of our lives trying to change the shape of our puzzle to fit, and it just doesn't fit. And it just won't ever. And I'm definitely an example of that. So once we once we vibrate in that frequency, we really do fit. We find how we fit, and we find each other and how we fit together. So are you still practicing, did you say, or did you left the residency? Are you not practicing then?
I had to leave the residency because I was about a year out of my body, and then I had to go through 8 weeks of intense heavy trance when you don't anything feel with the body, just like moving around, but you can touch hot and you don't feel it. And now I'm being able to finally get grounded when it's needed, and perceive everything what is out there. I'm about to start practicing, but I'm still debating whether it's my mind, because the mind needs to be aligned with a mission, but we tend to manipulate the mind in a different way. So I don't know if I will be actually practicing the way we traditionally see practices.
Well,
That's
I was actually seeing, that's what I was seeing with you is not your typical method of practice. It was interesting because as you're talking, I'm literally seeing you, and this is where a lot of this stuff is going that I wanted to talk about in these shows, is that we realize that there's sound healing and the pyramids and all of this stuff that we've understood, that we innately know, that we're relearning or remembering or whatever. And how many of us know about sound healing and sound baths and light languages, how they affect us, and toning and mantras and just the whole idea of creating sound to heal, and music and all of it, and whether it's sound bowls, singing bowls or chimes or whatever it is, how we are now learning, and not learning, we're remembering how to apply sound to heal. And I truly believe, and this is something that I've been practicing myself with my own light languages on my own body, to physically, and I say heal my own body, but I really know what it means, that I'm raising the vibration of my body to where it no longer contains the things or the belief systems or the diseases that I understand that. So when we say heal, that's really what we're talking about. I see us applying sound and tones and singing bowls and all of this idea to learn how to remember how we are already self-healers. We already do this. We already know how to self-heal. So you get a cut, you heal. We know that we're going to heal, right? So we're already self-healers, but to understand that we can self-heal on a quantum level now, because that's what light languages are a quantum tool to change our vibration that releases the things that are not a part of our journey anymore. And that means beliefs and thoughts and physical ailments. And I truly believe that sound is going to be an application in all areas of the medical field. I truly do. It's inevitable because it works.
Yeah, and that, I would say that goes across the board. That frequency, vibration, sound, it's all going to have to be implemented. Here's an example. I went to the pet store, and I was walking past the fish tanks, and there was this horrible noise coming from the motor of the fish tanks. And it was like, and I could tell that it was making the entire area rumble, in just like, you could feel if you put your hand on the cabinet or on the fish tank, you could feel the vibration. And the first thought I had was, are these harmonic vibrations for these fish? Are these fish benefiting from the vibrations that are coming out of this motor, that they're living in this sea of, not sea, but they're living in this water in these fish tanks, that this water's being vibrated to this specific frequency of this motor? The fish, there were so many dead fish in these fish tanks. it was all over the place. And this is actually back when I was working in different pet stores as a sales rep. And I have these kinds of questions. So that's a really good point, Wendy. It's going to have to be implemented, because now that we're figuring out that frequency and vibration and sound does affect us, that 440
I remember
hertz.
that, Bree, when you were working there. I remember, and you and I were, I think we were either talking on the phone or you were texting me, and you're like, Wendy,
Yep.
oh my God, these fish tanks and fish are dying. She's like, do
Yep.
you think that this vibration's killing the fish? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yep. Yeah,
Sure
I talked to you right after that day, and I
was
remember
intense.
thinking, like, who else is thinking about this?
She was visibly, like, she was shaken. Like, she was actually shaken about it.
Because when we start to realize that something as small as that, a motor next to a fish tank, when we realize that it affects the physical reality around us, around the pets, the animals, the companions that we have, I think we start to take it a lot more seriously. And I think that this is time that we have to take this stuff more seriously. And I would say that our friend Star, who's here in the room today, Star receives a lot of information about the how frequency is affecting things. Star, in the healing sessions that she does for me, she will ask me, like, it's always incredible. I feel like I'm on a scavenger hunt when I have sessions with her, because she receives this information. Like, there's something like my extension cord in my living room, which I plugged in, by the way. Okay, hold on. So we're having a session. She says, there's something plugged in that is causing discordance that is affecting something in your energetic system. Can we find out what it is? And so she's like, I feel like it might be in this area. And she gives me some information that she receives. And we ended up determining it was an extension cord, because I'm like, well, there's nothing else plugged in there except for this. And she said, is it an old extension cord? I said, yes, it is an old extension cord. I think it's very old. I don't even know how many decades old it is. This extension cord that I wasn't even using, but I had plugged in, she said, was somehow affecting my energetic system. And when I'm sitting next to it on the couch, it's affecting me. And for the healing process that I'm going through, it's best if I unplug it and I don't have that frequency in my field. It doesn't mean I can never use it. It just means that for this healing process, I have to be more careful with what frequencies are around me. And this is another example of this, right? So that's why essential oils work. Star recommended that I get rosemary for the healing that I'm going through. And now I'm addicted to, like, I can't stop smelling.
Well, that's another thing, Bree, that we didn't
in this stuff.
We didn't talk about is that that's another thing that I was talking about on my show. Is one of the things that I've been come to understand is the whole idea of frequency and vibration with scent. Of course, incense, we know, can be psychoactive. We know that frankincense and myrrh are. We know that the smell of flowers invokes certain frequencies. We understand all of this already. So very interesting that you brought up about the essential oils, because that is something that is a language of light. It is a frequency, guys. It's a frequency. And think about it. The oil itself is extracted from something in nature. There's a frequency behind every single thing in nature. And we can take that frequency by way of the oil and apply it in a myriad of fashions. I mean, we're just beginning to understand, to scratch the surface about aromatherapy and healing, but it's something that we've known all along. How long have we known about aromatherapy? So we get it, but we don't get it yet. We don't understand the actual physical healing powers to the degree that it does, that it can have. And this is one of the things that I've talked about for a long time on my channel, about things that I make from essential oils, and I clean my house with this stuff, and I use the same stuff on my body as I do. And it's all about frequency. It's all about, what do you want to create? And when Tesla said, once you begin to understand that everything is frequency and vibration and resonance, you will have the keys, the master keys. And so all of this, everything you just said, Bree, about that and about these are all things that I have been learning and teaching for as long as I can remember. So I think it's all important, and I think it's all applicable. So, and I want to thank everybody else who just joined us. Hi, Peg, how you doing? And Jessica's got her hand up, so I wanted her to have the opportunity to speak as well. I know she's had it for a little while, so go ahead, Jessica.
Hi, yeah. First of all, Yulia, I met her just a little while ago. And not only is she going to be redoing the dentistry, she's going to be doing it with children. I just want to point that out. She's one of the ones that's going to be working with children. But this topic is just totally my strawberry jam. The tools that I've been super drawn to create are entirely for interacting with your environment, all of your five senses, right? You talked about your seeing, feeling, hearing, sound, color, smell, all of those ways of perceiving the light language of the frequency and the vibration around you. So I have just been like crazily creating all of these just little tools to interact with your environment. They're for kids, but also for adults, to be able to start practicing managing your energy and the frequency and being able to assess that. And I think that in the future, where we're going is we're going to be so energy frequency focused that when we come into a room, we're going to be able to assess or feel and know where maybe the energy's off, where our energy's off. There's ways where you could literally, with your own voice going up, and you could literally feel in your body where the chakras or the energy systems are misaligned. And so I've been creating a lot of these, like a wall poster of your actual physical body, and you stand up next to it and you go through all your five senses, your organs, and you get in touch with your physical being and how you feel, what you smell, what you taste, and to practice engaging with the energy and the frequency, because it's to be engaged with. And right now it's like this, I mean, I know the ancient Egyptians, it's very mathematical, it was very simple, and it was just the way that was, and it was understood. We're at a point where it's really this fun, exciting new tool that we're exploring, but where we're going to be going is it's going to be like a sixth sense. Like that's what energy and frequency and color and all of those things are, and it's super exciting. Smell and sound and to practice. Literally, you communicate with the universe through the frequency, through the sound, and it will respond to you. And that's so powerful. It's so powerful. It's totally my strawberry jam and raspberry. I love it.
I love that. I love when you say that. You are just so damn cute, Jessica. I swear to God, that's my strawberry jam. I just love you. You're so dang awesome. Yes, I agree with everything you just said. And I love that idea. And I love that this is the thing that we've been talking about for so long, is it's got to start with the children, you guys. We've got to start with the kids. And this is where it's got to start. And this is what I love about all this, is the teachers are learning how to teach these brilliant new beings, these brilliant new high vibe beings that are teaching us about how to live, how we're learning to not just teach them, but to learn from them. And all of this, everything that you just said, everything that you guys are doing and working with the children, this has been something that's been passionate for me from very beginning, is really applying this stuff as early as we possibly can with these kids, so that we're not fixing things. We're not having to fix our children. we're developing their beauty, their gifts, their abilities, the things that they're passionate and excited about, and stop trying to fit their their puzzle, to try to change. We keep trying to change the children's sizes of and shapes of their puzzle pieces so that they can fit in our puzzle. And that's not what's going on here.
No.
It's not what's going on. So, you know, I love this, you guys. This is really great. Anybody want to say hello, make a comment, do some light languages, jump in, raise your hand. Go ahead.
Parky, go
Parky,
for it.
ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Tarishin doshi te pai kusutta prape katuri kana nane turo tara eiche katuro kushinta kewo sa anaka uyo ya naka ya tutoro sa araka diga doshi te na hama heta kufu nana araka ara uku bod ekush na alikateo akari turo kushintai tarak ya turo tia tarai turo mai kaya are ukushintai ta arash turrakata ayo ala kurokata tia katan an ala katuro kupan nakashataran turok tarika shuturik narak
Nava koshati vasanova ashanata ikiama oteve o onto unga shanavi ita ejama inama invoku unga yashanavi itavi inavi inamale itava kosoma shanate kia shanavisa navikia vaku umpake shanasete vikia nikia palokota vihishanate vila himalakota vishinantela hana malakeshesete kivashonota vi ilakesanate iava shana ivashanante sivashanate vikila kesanasete meshate. Star, did you want to say something? I feel like they're yeah, so I feel like you want to respond to him. Bakashavashanate vishanasete. I'm gonna step aside. Navoshonate.
Hi. That sounds beautiful, Parky. I'm curious if you or if anybody else has started a dictionary. You know, have actually started writing words down and translating word by word. And how many languages are there out there? Is there enough overlap that by sharing the translations that we feel, we can start putting more pieces together? And that's one of the directions that the thoughts were going in for me as I'm listening.
There are billions of languages.
Okay, so there goes that idea.
I have seen a Pleiadian a book. Gosh, now I can't remember where the heck I found it, but there was a Pleiadian light language book. Now this must be one form of Pleiadian, one dialect, one systems language, but they had written the symbols and there was pronunciations and there were English translations next to it. So if I can find that by next Wednesday, I would like to include it in the live chat or at Wendy's blog, because that's a good point. And I've thought of that over the years also, Starve, like, is there a way? I mean, that was the beginning of me finding out about light language. I was like, wait a minute, I could speak Lyran? Where do I get the textbook? How can I learn it? So,
that's it.
All you have to do is think of it.
Right. What we're finding
I mean,
is
and if that's
it's not
all we
logical.
have to do, then there must be, I don't know,
Lyrans will contact you and you will speak Lyran.
Yep. Well, it's interesting.
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest questions I get, you guys, with one of the reasons why I started a service on my website, because so many people come to me who already speak light languages, or they draw or they hand sign, and they say, Wendy, can you help me? How do I translate this? What does it mean? Now, there are languages, you're right, Star. There are languages and there are definitions and there's pronunciations, and then there's not. So it's so much of that and so much more, because we are so human and compartmentalize everything and label, because that's how our human brains work. But that is not how the multiverse works. And so we're trying to wrap around our three-dimensional understanding around a multidimensional situation, and we're trying to make it fit into our logical minds, and it doesn't. It just doesn't, and it can't. But what I will say is, there have been many times when Bree and I have had been in circles and situations where we have had translators say, there are specific words, for example, in Lyran that have specific words and meanings. And I have in my journal somewhere, I've got about, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 words in Lyran that I know exactly what they mean. And even what's the word I'm looking for? The grammatical differences about how they're used in sentences.
Yes, because for me, I
interesting.
definitely recognize a lot of words that come up over and over again. I'm starting to sort of piece a few things together beyond the level of, okay, get the general sense of this meaning of this paragraph, and then another level of these are words that have the agenda of this focus for healing within a healing session.
And I like to actually call them, I prefer to use the word interpretation rather than translation, because translation by definition means this word means this thing. And I don't know that the light languages are necessarily translatable as they are interpretable. And so I think that there's a big difference, a big distinction. But, but I know that, oh, go ahead.
Thanks. And for me, I keep getting this like tap on the shoulder that it's in the way that this brain works anyway, that it's important to focus on translating as opposed to interpreting, because I'm trying to not edit things and decide in this 3D kind of way what I think it most likely would mean, or assuming this or that. Instead, there's some kind of priority actually in translating, skipping English and translating and bridging from one kind of group to another, using a whole different part of the outside brain. So now, where does English fall into that? It's in there somewhere.
Exactly. I know.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
And it's because we're trying to translate into our own language. And even like Bashar would say through Daryl, Bashar says, I don't speak English. I send information, and the channeler, whatever language they're translating it in, it's not that he's speaking any particular language, because he's not. The entity themselves is not necessary, but that's not always the case either. See, this is why it gets so gray, because now Bree and I have been in hangouts where we've had a Lyran tell us, well, muha, that means love. I love you. I love you.
I thought that meant hello.
Well, it depends. See, there's different.
Is it both? Is it like aloha in Hawaiian? Where it's maybe. Like so many meanings. It's so actually aloha has a very deep spiritual meaning.
And that's funny you said that about aloha, Bree, because I have an entire video that I'm going to do, if I can even do it in one video. I might have to split it up, to be honest with you. And something guided me many years ago when I very first found Bashar, and he said something, I swear to you, he said something about the word aloha. And he said, I invite anybody, I can't remember, maybe I know I'm paraphrasing, but he said something like, I invite all of you to explore the word or something. And so I found some text, and I can't find it again, but I went through and it showed every letter of the word aloha and the meaning to the indigenous peoples of Hawaii, what each letter stands for, and what the whole meaning, the meaning of the word aloha is actually almost like an acronym for all the meanings of each letter. And then it's put into, and I've had it sitting in my journal for all these years, waiting to just do a like whiteboard classroom type idea of what I understood, what I learned about this from that particular text. And now I need to find it again, probably, so I can, give them the credit for it, because I read it somewhere. It's not, I didn't make it up.
I'm looking forward to that, was like, because it's very deep.
Immediately they told me, they said, you need to teach this, because the word aloha, and then the whole idea of mahala, and the word that was given to me by the emissaries said mahala, the light, the light within you illuminates the light within me, and the light within me illuminates the light within you. And together, you know, we greater illuminate the light of all that is. And that was, so it was kind of like a bigger version sort of namaste, you know, that kind of thing. And
Yeah, it is.
it was just a word that they gave me right away. But that whole thing with aloha, that's really funny, because I do really want to, I'm going to do that. It's like it's inspired me to go back to that idea and go through the letters, because the word itself is not just about them and the island and their language. It's about, the word aloha has this, like, it's almost like this universal meaning that I really am excited to share.
I'd like to add, please.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I love you.
Hi, Peg. How you doing? I wanted to say hi to Peg, too. I saw her jump in. I just wanted to say hi out loud if I didn't already.
I'd like to add to this conversation that the languages we speak, just like you're talking about the word aloha or namaste or mahala, they are frequencies of packs of information being downloaded. So every word actually has a, let's say, sometimes a whole conversation within the word.
Of course, I knew Will would come up with it. Thank you, Will. I knew he would do. I knew he would come up with it.
So
sorry, Sarah,
just like the Chinese the characters that the Chinese have, each character may mean something different depending on which character is right next to it. And so you have information with every letter within the word that gets unpacked as they are all set together. So it's kind of like
any language, really.
Exactly. So it's kind of like stacking up boxes. So you stack up 10 boxes and it means one word, but whatever is in those 10 boxes is actually an entire conversation. Yes,
that's true. That's right. That's exactly right too, Sarah. And I've said that many times to you guys in these hangouts and in my videos, that a lot of times these symbols that I draw, they tell me this is just one symbol, could be a story of an entire star system, or it could just be one word, or it could just be one being, or it can be so many things. It's almost like like we've talked about before. Everything is a mathematical equation brought into physical form. Everything starts with a blueprint reality template, and then we create a reality based upon that, and we can create something physical.
And depending on the perception of the
person. They call it spelling, guys. Spelling, spells, magic, spelling. That's why they call it that.
Yes, depending on the interpretation of the person in their own perception, that's where you get the translation of the word via the person perceiving the words being spoken.
Yeah.
So it's a conversation.
Absolutely. And this is why you guys too, we're each going to get a different interpretation of the same light language. The strangest experiences I think I can tell you guys I've had, and I've said this before, is when I've come across out of the blue, I'll listen to or watch one of my own videos for whatever reason. Maybe somebody commented on it or something, and I can sit and listen to the message and just cry my eyes out as if I'm not the one speaking. It's not. The message is equally for me as it is for everyone else, and yet when I listen to it, it's like me listening to someone else. It's very difficult to explain sometimes. And so we each and every one of us, when we hear someone else speak light languages, they're layers of light, they said to me, layers of information that each of us are going to pick up in a different way, the way we need to. And then even if you listen to it again, the same one, you're going to hear different things. So what I'd like to do now too is, I'd like to say hi to Sean. And, since we are getting wrapping up on close to time, I would like to open up the last of this really to open up to not just comments, but light languages as well, for anybody who'd like to share some light languages. Being that this is kind of also what this is about, I like sharing light languages because I like everyone else hearing and experiencing other people's light languages. And then I like the interaction that happens when we share these experiences. So if anybody would like to comment or start maybe sharing some thoughts or languages. Hi, Shiny. Sean, did you want to say hi? I didn't want to jump in front of you in case somebody else does, but I know it's late in Ireland, so.
Yeah, thanks. I want to say hello to everyone. I send you much love. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I don't mind doing some language lessons, if that's okay, Wendy.
Go for it.
Absolutely, please. Sean. Sorry, I was muted. I'm sorry. Go for it, Sean.
Okay, yato no yati ana yaki ashia zono no wa miatai diga no wa yata liashia sanana yato ko niata alakayata ishia moya miata niasi akuto todorani wa miata na yata yashi shia sono yata nane wia yakayata shia sanana ya woya miata yakayasi yashiasa sodo no miata alakayata ishia Ishaya nea toliashi tumoya moaka siaso so no wa moyata niashiasi shiana yata nakoto niasi tukoto moyata yashayasia sikatiata wapoa moyata na tiakia koa alakayati yashia soto no moya tiakia tokuna wa moyana ete shia so moya ala yeni afya kuyata este teato sosoneato momoakai eseya woya eshi shimia tiati tono no wa yakayati yasi tomwa moaya ya ishi moakaya to nyamo moaya nasu moya tukudia shianana tanana hea solo yate yakayata na yashaso yeni yaviasa solea tanea wamoya kaya ya la keishia tomoya ya wawa ya ti kodo wamea tiashia tokoto doa maya tano so wa maya nana ati sono no maya tishia shia so no ya tana ya kai kaya eteashia so todo liatana taniati yashi shiatana wamanana atea kayatoa yataliashi so moa tana wamoya taliashi so moa tane ekea to so nadiati miata shiasana yakiata miata si no wama yeah. Thank you.
Wow, Sean. You just always knock it out of the park, my friend. Thank you so much, Sean. Love you. So happy that you're here today. We always love your light, my friend.
Thank you for welcoming me, and thank you everyone for being here in this co-creation.
Thank you so much.
Love you, Shiny.
Wow. Lots of energy. Lots and lots of energy. It's so cool. So Dolores said she would like to share, so go for it.
Thank you. I have to say that I'm also so excited as Wendy and Bree for that beautiful thing called named Awake TV Network. Really am. But something else wanted to be spoken through me now, through light language, and that is what I want to share now with all of you. Yihat Yokanna Mahwa Antere Alayano Niyok Yatahanna Nehale la chiarono Your mama way Hayananawe mo amanan o yanahe yawaho. Helena Antravayo Makwanohe. Helena Triane Hakaya Antananoyoho. Nina ho maumaweya heimawo. Nihileya kiatoro na nahavamanta na. Iyaho mawe nahmawe. Iyahianako miyaho. Amwanekoi Arana Antravana Helakiao Hamyateya Tirhenaka Vehva Tiana Amwane Liklayana Lehlayekoyo Yahantana Amwadetere Lihionaka Tiano Tvana Hamranante Yeyekie Nahuawo Nahnanake no Wahawo Lihia Kyoto Lamoanake Trahanake Toharanayaka. Everything is light. Everything is sound. Everything is love. Horamato, Herionna, Talaklayohe, Harmavano, Hakietaha, Eleia, Eleia, Kiato, Eleia Mahwana, Eleia Nahiano Keatahanaha. Thank you.
Aliatu hamia inamia sat e kia sono tavashote. Mataya magina mate kia tavasho sava she shiana ki bala ke te vesonote. Ni para ki se veshe soma ki ava liano ma ki ava loko ma she se sete ki hina mala se se shesha ma kiwa. Leva sona vashliana va ki sava so hava shase. Se veshina ki linki ada mala kotora vasana se te hiata visama koa. La shana seva kosono vashela kase ki ala kosa sava shase. Nunaya la loa onaya shila sunaha. Nimalia sorunaya hilanaya shiluna alaso. Ileanuma sola kilina sola shi. Nishavihi sama sofa ishana kila koma ila kosa. Savashana vi ibakala kesema samala vora. Lihama, la visa, sabakolamba ki la kita viinana. Lahina, tavianto vakia. Shobaru shatavilana liatoraki. La visa takira, samashete liama kelele. La vishana faliata vaki safasona vilana melakota vikiate. Devashona vilaki. Sevashona vilanti kia samasada vashana teviliana balakoprakia. Shasa sete kia nananiatorokua. Vashana sete kia lasi. Vyashonate. Thank you. Masavishana piyata vikia barakia sasa seta vihana. My dear multidimensional sister, Amante, Alia, Ivasama Sharinga Yaboshana Sete, Savashona Se Ilakayashana, Alase.
Thank you. I believe that for me, this is first time when I'm almost sure who was speaking or singing through me. Maybe you felt it also. It was Arcturians.
Very interesting because The Arcturians have been with me a great deal these last several days, and I've actually done a couple videos the last few days, and it was all about Arcturian energy. So very
Yes.
interesting that you said that, my dear.
Yes, because that message that everything is light are theirs message. Yes, pretty much sure for that.
Wow. Oh, thank you. Well, you guys see. Wow. Woo. Okay, who's next? Woo, my temperature went up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Dolores. That was so beautiful. And thank you, Wendy. So Sarah said that she would like to share with us.
Hello, everyone. This is some energies from Inner Earth. They seem to want me to say that out loud. Namaste.
Namaste.
I know that's not your regular variety, but
that was definitely some inner earth action going on there. Ivy! Hey, girl, hey! Just wanted to say hi. Just saw you pop in. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow, you guys, the energies are just boiling here today. Who wants to go next? Oh, my God. Raise your hand or just unmute. Whatever.
Peg.
Who prefers the raising
Peg.
of hands?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'll share some light language. And I just wanted to say that last week I had an opportunity of working with children and talking to them about the angels. I worked with elementary kids and also high school kids. And with the elementary kids, I spoke about the guardian angel and, you know, how they can help us, protect us. And they had amazing questions. It was really cool. And then in the evening, I worked with the high school kids and the middle school kids from, I think, 6 through 10, grades 6 through 10. And they had some really great questions too. And we spoke about archangels, so some of the archangels like Archangel Michael and Gabriel. And they were very interested in knowing about the souls of their animals that may have passed. So we spoke about that and, you know, and just kind of talked about how they're with you and that, you know, that you may sense them or your other pets may sense them too at a time. And I had the younger kids color their guardian angel and name them too. And I said to pick the first name that comes to mind. And one of them picked my father's last name spelled with just one F. And I just thought that was really cool because his anniversary was like the next day of his passing 2 years ago. So
Wow.
that was pretty cool. That kind of blew
That's
my
really,
mind. So
that
I
is
said,
very cool, actually. That's, I mean, that just is a prime example of really tapping into that energy. That's pretty amazing.
well, yeah, it was where my parents went. So, but I mean, I don't think he knew him. I don't know.
Right.
Or it was a joke. Someone said, "Oh, name him," but I don't think so. And so I thought that was cool. And I thought, oh, well, my father's here. He's here to watch me speak to them about the angels. So I thought that was cool. And
that is really cool. And I appreciate you sharing that too about working with the children. How did you come about being able to do that, to work with them?
I had gone to a meditation class that they had with a family member. And I had one of my meditation cards that I had made, or I had made a card. And it was, I drew a picture of an angel and it was called meditation. And I didn't know if I was going to share it or not, but I did. And the woman who runs it happens to be the director of the younger kids. And so she asked me like 2 years ago, and I couldn't the past 2 years. And so she asked me again this year. And so I came. And yeah, they were, it was really good. I mean, they're very open. And I was kind of afraid about how open I could possibly be or not be. But it was, yeah, I think everyone really liked it. So it was a good experience. And I hope to work with more kids at other times, which I think is very possible. So.
Well, I think that children are far more open to this and asking these questions if we just open the door and let them talk.
Exactly.
And allow
Yeah.
and encourage the conversation. It's just we've been taught as kids not to talk about that stuff.
Yeah. And we talked about that too, on different levels, And the first thing that I did was I had the song "I Believe in Angels" from Mamma Mia, and it talks about how believing in angels is a choice, So
I've always believed in angels.
Yeah,
I've always believed I could talk to them. I always
Right.
believed that they were talking to me.
Right.
I always
So it
believed I was one. And,
Jessica
it's
wanted
funny.
to say something. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Jessica. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jessica. I was just going to mention
Peg,
a synchronicity. Go ahead.
Totally my blueberry jam. I made a bunch of activity sheets for specifically drawing your elemental guides, your guardian angels, your guardian unicorns, your guardian dragons. And if you want to do more work with kids, I really wanted to get like an online kids group together where
cool.
we're adults, where we go through like a meditation and talk about angels, and throughout the whole kind of loose, fun, creative session, they draw just like you did. Oh, that's so exciting! Their guardian angel, or their unicorn, or their guide, or channeling your guide. I had a fun name for it, but I can't remember. But I have a bunch of worksheets that I already made for them, so we should hook up. And if you want to do more of that, because
that would be great. I would love that. Yeah, that's excellent.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
you guys. That's awesome, Jessica.
That's amazing.
I've worked with kids for many, many, many years. I'm kind of not working with them now, but it seems like it's coming back.
And it's
so
been a lot of
open
angel energy, you guys. Even this morning, I had them the last 2 mornings in meditation. The angels have come through, and they've been really strong. And they're like, we know who you are. Archangels. You guys are. It's like they know who we are and what our work, the work that we're doing, and they just come. It has been very, very prevalent the last 2 mornings.
Oh yeah, it's been
this
very
morning,
powerful.
They were like Ariel and Uriel were like right there, and it's so emotional sometimes because it's so beautiful. And then yesterday, I think it was yesterday, a client had sent me just on a one of those, I was guided to send you this thing, and I thought of you, Ivan, because it was the angel card for Shamuel and Charity. Shit you not, Ivan. I could not freaking believe it. I'm like, I
General.
thought of you right away. I'm like,
Thank you,
that
Lufu.
was so funny.
That is hilarious. Seriously.
That was, and it was the one card, but it was for both of them. It was very weird. So I did think of you right away, but I didn't want to cut Peg off, but I wanted
that's
to,
okay.
I wanted to mention that because this whole angel energy has been so strong the last couple of
Very
days.
strong.
And it's like, they're all saying to me right now and to all of us, we know who you are. You think you do, we know who you are and what you're doing. We know the work that you're doing. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It was kind of, it wasn't scary, but it was like, I just didn't know, you know, because I have mixed feelings, let's put it that way. And, but it was good. It was really good. I felt like
Good.
I opened the door for a lot of
That's
people.
wonderful.
So
See, and my nose itches, so I know they're here. I was like, okay, they're here.
that's okay. Yes, let's meet up.
That's
sometime.
awesome. Yeah. See,
That
this
would
is
be
what I
great.
want too, is you guys.
Yes, yes.
That's what I love about this is when we all go off and then go collaborate with each other and make amazing new alchemical, brand new things that never existed before. 1 + 1 = 3. We all, anytime we do something together, we create something new. So I know Ray, Will's been wanting to talk for a little while too, so I wanted to let him hop in too here.
Yeah.
I did want to just.
Oh,
do
yes.
A little bit of
Peg
light
hasn't
language.
shared.
Peg,
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Yep.
Mamane ke ne mamane ke kene ke babane ke kene ke bibile ke bibine ke mamane kene ke e kele babane kana kale ke mamane ki kele bibine ki ke kele ke bibane ka kele bibine ki kene mamane ke mamane ke kele bibine ki kene ke bibana kele bibine kene ke mamane ke kene ale bibine ke kene ke bini. Namaste.
Namaste. Yes, thank you, Peg. Yeah, Korea.
Thank you. Yeah, like I had said earlier, Peg, I'm still sometimes recently the light languages I've been speaking, I've been hearing parts of the same language or the same dialect you speak.
I do too. So when I hear Bree sometimes speak, I hear the same kind of thing. And it's just very interesting how we each can pick up on those little nuances and we start to recognize them within each other. I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
And I think by us sharing together, we help each other activate the other languages we may have inside if we wish to express them, you know, in any way that we wish to bring them through, that they come through. For some people it's writing, for some people it's speaking or dancing or singing. So
I just spoke about that today.
Did you?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
At another group, I spoke about that to people. Yeah. So
like us activating each other by sharing together.
Yeah, but just the different types of light language or the different ways you can use light language, you know, through movement or through voice, you know, the different ways through your voice and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty amazing. But
it is. It really is.
How it's you know, it's getting big. It's getting really big.
Yes.
I'm finding that. So
yes. And I'm glad you said that about the body movements too, because that's one of the reasons why yoga can be so activating for people, for unblocking their energy pathways in their body, because with a specific position or movement of the body, you can, you know, create the flow of energy again. And that's why yoga can be so healing in so many different ways. So, and it's just one example. Same with dancing, stretching, all of that stuff. So thanks for sharing.
Movements.
Yes, and the mudras. Yeah, and sometimes when I'm meditating, I feel like of doing a different type of mudra, just depending on the feeling that I'm in energetically for that day. So it's really cool how it works. So thanks for sharing. Let's go to Will. If you are there and ready, Will, he wanted to share some light language with us today. Are you there? Oh, he had just typed. I think he is. Hi. How's
Can you
it
hear
going,
me?
Will? Yes.
Hey everyone, much love.
Hi, Will.
Harrieta kacha, arahanan.
Nasiato. Nasi Vikiato, vi sto mediato, se Vikiala se persona via con la se.
Kurhanari skataria toro kataria.
Si Italia fa sotto via sono chiara che io sono mediato via sona.
Oh, which stream to pick from? Ni hakatara hiskaya hatara hotara shishia. Yeah, that one.
No, that one.
Okay, we can do a mix. Uh-oh. Kura, hataria, kaska, kanara, ara, hasha, ata, oto, aharita, acha, arda, koto, ta ora, ota, irishisha, ara, no, na, akatita. Okay, now for another.
Original rap by Will, the Galactic Linguistics person. Original rap, Will.
I call that Arcturian rap.
Oh, gosh.
It happens whenever music's playing and I'm out, and if there are people around me and there's enough space to actually hear it, people are experiencing it.
Yeah, we experienced it in Florida with you when we went out to the restaurant. The restaurant was so loud, and you're just like rapping along. I do the same thing out any music, so I love that, Will. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so here is Yulia. You mentioned earlier about having trouble with integrating the energies and at times it being overwhelming. So many people have that experience. Here's a little light language and Aquarian fire to help with the integration. Okay, so if you just sit, anyone who is experiencing a little more than the ebbs and flows of the universe, here's a little holy fire and light language to help restore the peace and the calmness. Hititiata hakananiha shashoyo, atura hakatarna hatitirisha, yahata atatakaranani sohojiwa, ya taharia takanari oto, ur hatatiri hashashakanana hatari, kotana nawahara tatarsha, ya hatakarna haratetitia chichakautuk urahna, kihitia jata atar hananataka, ya taharia tata takachartana nohoroto, shoshoria kananani sakataya, shohoro o tohuta atanana haria, chahahakana hia tataria tatono. Shahaya atanani jata arahuta. Yeah, I know, Wendy. Hata uruta arshanania. Ya hata arhia katiara sanani oto. Shoshoho kutuna na oto harishaya. Ya tahata arhi titia tanara hata tutu. Shohua anana harta kachia. Ya haria ta achaka nana hoko. Utanana hariechia. Ya kahata ariata. Ko nanana huruta arieta titirisha shaya. Ko tohona na urotoko. Utahata ahana nana ti chucha oroho kuturawa. Ya hananania chakara utahutu urwa shisha. Nini atakara atahara shashaya ikituto ona no hotoko. Namaste, my friends. Nihichi shawara no hotoko. Now I know why they had me wear orange today. Because that peace, that stability is yours to create, and to nurture. For when we think it is difficult, it is difficult. And when we think that it is easy, it is easy. Many blessings, my friends. I so love you, Wendy.
Shashashiyana itavakia sonopo olokosha vasasete vi inavashatakia vasonobaya lakisama sete savoshonovi itakiloko pakishina sete liamaloko Vashono sevi ilako samase, savashono tevi ilako pokiashana se kilako somalo kushana se foru umbakia tarashe savasamte. Thank you for that, Will. Lavashona veshana pekia tara isamase. And you know, today really was the whole day for me was about the message for me was about trusting in our own self-trust and how we receive information, we don't believe it, we don't trust. We have been led to believe that we cannot even trust our own self-trust. Zavashona divigiasama save etavasana teveke baruhe shanaseke lapataniatere. We hear things, we experience things, and we don't believe them. But yet when we gather like this and share and all of the things that we've all been through together, we're really learning, just like your blessing, that this isn't always easy, but we didn't come here for easy. Quite the contrary. If any of you guys are here and you're watching this or you're joining this or any way, shape, or form, you're in the same frequency. And this is not for the faint of heart. You know, and those who maybe come into these gatherings, watch these videos, we love, we have fun, we share, but at the nitty-gritty of it, we're all having a very, very intensive, powerful experience, and it is joyous. But it isn't always easy, and it never will be without challenges. But this is what we're here for, is to help support each other through this stuff. So thank you, Will, for that, for even that intention. So thank you. There's so many we haven't heard from today. So if there's anyone else, again, who'd like to share anything at all in any language, please do. And thank you, Will.
Yeah, please raise your hand. Oh, Yulia, I'm seeing you. Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I'm blown away because I went through each and every single experience, and I really didn't know anything about that because I have never before what I went through, I never was experienced. So I never followed anything, I never listened. So it was for me very profound what we've done today, and actually spending lots of time not quite be present here. But I have something to tell you today, and that will be the message from the each and every single one of us, if we are the one. And that the message is so clear and so profound that we are about to explode the star, and that star will be reborn on Earth. I will share with you the drawing that I've done while each and every single one of us integrated something into Earth. And you will find yourself on this drawing and what you've done today for all of us, so we all can reunite and be the one. I cannot send it via this chart. I've tried.
Oh, you can do a screen share. Do you want to? Oh, it's right there. You have a great.
It was just happening. I don't know, like the light is, but I have to find out how to do that.
If you want to take
a
wow,
you can move it a little bit closer, but we can see it.
And look at that next to the light, you guys. If you want to take a photograph of that, you can actually send a photograph to where should she put it, Bree? On the blog post maybe, or on the Facebook page. Where would be a good place for her to share that so you guys can see it? This is why we talked about having a community place too.
Yeah.
For these hangouts.
You can send it to Wendy's email and we can post it on her blog.
Yeah, we'll do that. If you want to do that, just
in
take
the
a
comment
photograph of it
section.
and just
of
send me a
this.
photograph of the JPEG. Just send me the JPEG of the photograph and we'll post it so that everyone who watches this video can see the picture of it, if that's okay with you.
Yes, thank you so
I
much.
actually felt something activated through your picture there. I'm just wondering if you could put it back to the screen for me to look at.
Sure, please do. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you hold that up again, please?
Ikarash na hote hita kota harish to kota ina shahote ya. Ela shala to kochina hatote. Ela han shandala kota tishnaya ta kota. Shita ta ota kota hishato naya. Sharata to inea, orichita achisto to inaya. Hor nakasha kota isto to tikerak to koteksha. Hushata ta inaya. Ela richala tela lene de. Irite to kor makashata aruna ishato oteya. I think that's it. Thank you.
May I share about that picture you're giving, Yulia?
Thank you, Wilma.
That picture you're giving is showing different frequencies of, it's like electrical currents. That's what I'm seeing, electrical currents. The small ones and the large ones. And the large one is in the middle and it's red, which is grounding into earth. The green one is the love electrical currents that we're grounding into the earth. So, like, have you ever seen those coils that you put into machines and that sends electrical current from one area to the next? That's what I'm seeing. And it's showing how it's really oscillating that energy. And when you said the people can find themselves in the picture, that is true because they are the electrical currents that's grounding into the earth, like you said before. When I say they, I mean we. That's what I was seeing, the electrical currents that we all are and how it's being grounded into the earth.
I think so.
Look at her smile too. She's she's like, yes, I like that. I like your smile. I like your smile. Look at you. Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful she is.
And the language that, who was that just spoke? The language you just spoke was the translation of your depiction.
Yes.
It was an added point that brought out the information of the picture.
That's beautiful.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for sharing that. That's a lovely interpretation of that. That's beautiful, and we really are. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that, Yulia. I appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
Very activating, clearly. Clearly. Was there anything else that anybody else would like to share? Wilma or Ivan, anybody who hasn't gone yet?
Ivan.
Wrong button. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Speaking of, heriate o herete tua ya hierete te tua tichaya hotaya yoa te titia hareya toa ya hiate o tua yaro o toa hete tuia heria toa o tua hiaro toreya ya tiayo ere watoa itaoa iare o toto yo oria tititaya hara o toto aya Hoiero watoto, ere tua iero wato tiaioa. Tere etea areoa. Teaio. Thank you guys. That was fun.
Na tere hisha na baloko yata itare kila kita manotoria kashana te kiasa savashana te kiata. So you got to join us earlier today too. Si tabi na bakoya asatashi kiata wasanotea. That's awesome. Thank you. Shitaya. Oh, that was fun.
I don't, for some reason, I felt my original light language come forward, and then I felt the wolf pack that wanted to come forward, and then it was like, no, we're getting too serious. We need to add some more fun into it, and that's why I was going all over the place. So
Oh, that wolf pack's just too damn serious. Serious, get it?
yeah.
Dog star.
Dog star, serious. Wolf pack. Oh.
You're so silly.
You know, 'cause all day I felt like they wanted to give a message. That's why I started with what I originally started, and then Wolfpack wanted to come through. Then it was like, guys, you're being too serious. Give me the microphone. We're taking it back, and we're gonna take over because we don't need no seriousness right now.
Lighten up. Let's all just lighten up.
However, I would really love to hear your Wolfpack interpretation of sound or light language.
You know, mine's just a howl.
Oh yeah.
I howl really, really loud too. Like really loud.
I'm still trying to.
I lost my voice in Arkansas. I swear to God, you guys, I swear to God, I could not talk for like 2 weeks because I howled so loud at the moon. I lost my voice.
That is funny. But Sarah, I'm still trying to integrate a lot of things. There's only one light language that I get what I'm saying. So that's going to take a little bit more time.
That's all right.
I know. You helped me out a lot this past weekend. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I even came to visit me in Miami, guys.
What? Get out of town. All right, that's it. I am coming to Florida. I'm coming to Florida again. I'm coming to Florida.
Well, they can tell me.
How far are you guys? How far away are you from Ivan? How far are you guys away from each other?
I'd say about for me, it's about an 8-hour drive.
That's a long drive.
Right. But I was already going to be down there with visiting relatives that I was like, well,
okay,
shit, I'm right there. Why not drive a little bit further and go visit you? Even though by the end of the day, I was pretty beat up. I wasn't as energetic, but you know, she did help me drop my guard down with certain lovely beings. So that was fun.
I'm so glad you guys got to meet in person. See you guys. How awesome is this? This is what I'm talking about.
Yes, we had a great
time.
So
great. Oh my God, I'm so happy. That's wonderful. See, I love it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Bree,
cool.
we're going back to Florida.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, Florida has to happen. Man, we got more snow today, so I'm already done with winter and it just started.
Yeah, I know. It's not even that cold here. It's not even that cold here in Tennessee, and it's cold for me. I'm like, yeah,
I do not like snow. I'm not a fan. Crystalline consciousness, it's beautiful, it's great, but not when you have to live in it and you don't want to. So someday I will move away from the snow. So has everybody shared here today who would like to share?
Well, Ivy hasn't, if Ivy wants to, and I think everyone else has pretty much. So we don't want to go too long today, and I know Bree's got a bunch to do.
Yeah, I do have to get going.
Doesn't mean you guys have to go. Remember, all of you out there in YouTube land too. Remember, if you guys want to hop in these hangouts, you can even wait till we're done off live if you want. It's the same exact link. Hop in. You can chat with everybody who's still here in the room. This is what we call our little after party. So you can always come in here, jump in, chat with everybody in the room. It's all private. It's not broadcast, not recorded. So that's something else that when I started this was important for me to be able to have everybody be able to also communicate when we're off live and to be real and meet each other. And I'm delighted that you guys got to meet each other. That's absolutely very exciting for me. So this is one of the reasons why I like doing these, because that's what happens when we get together. And you know, when Bree and I first met, for you guys that don't know, when she and I first met, it was when I was still living north of Chicago. And when she found me on YouTube and we found out we only lived an hour away from each other, that was it. And look at us today. Look at us today from one meeting. One meeting is all it took, you guys, and that was it. I'm not kidding. Once. It was so, and my life changed. Her life changed. Our life changed. Everything changed that day we met. So that's why I'm so really heartwarmed about this. So, and my life has changed in ways that I can't even begin to tell you guys because of meeting all of you. So in one way, shape, or form. So, but meeting in person has been the most incredible part of my life. So yeah, and I got to meet Ivy. I'm just so thrilled. And Dave, of course, and Will, for those of you guys don't know. So, and actually I wanted to share, if I know Dolores won't mind, but she and I, because we're in different time zones, it's funny because many times she's sending me a message as I'm going to bed, she's waking up. And so she's because of the time difference in Croatia. So oftentimes we're exchanging messages and she's saying good morning and I'm saying good night. And she said, was it yesterday or the day before, Dolores? And she said, oh my God, Wendy, I had a dream about you. You came to visit me in Croatia. And I was like, woo! So
oh my
whether
God.
it's physical or non-physical, you guys, but whether we were meeting in the astral or not, but when we put the intention out there, that's all it takes. Just say it out loud, think it, see it, visualize it, and it will happen. That's how it happened for Bree and I. So yeah, and in every way, I was taking us to Florida, taking us to the conference, taking us to all these places. The magic that's happened because we met and because of all of you and Ivan and meeting you guys is just, and Dave and AJ, it's life-changing. What, honey?
You know what? Last summer when I got that message to call you to tell you that we have to do some conversation at the same time you did. Okay, you know what that conversation will be?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You guys, I tell you, Dolores and I, we've gotten so close. I love you guys so much, and Ivy too. We share all kinds of private fun messages and talk about our kitties, and just sharing our lives, just sharing our lives. All of you, every one of you. It's just been an incredible journey. So yeah, wow, gosh, thank you, Dolores, and thank you for sharing that day because it meant a lot to me, and that's why I just had to share it. I just thought of it, so I knew you wouldn't mind. But yes, lete. So Ivy, did you want to say something, sweetie? I know I think you're sitting outside. I don't know if you could talk or not.
I'm not sure if she is on the call. It looks like there's
I know. I don't know if that's her avatar or if she's stuck. Or
that's definitely not her avatar. I don't think. I think
didn't
her
so.
video froze and she might have gotten
I think you might have
booted
froze
out.
there, darling. So.
Oh, hey, Zinnia just came into the room here. Let's get her added.
Zinnia.
She did. Finally.
No effing way.
Hey, Zinnia.
Okay, you guys, Zinnia was
Hi.
also at. We got to meet Zinnia when I got to meet Dave and AJ and and Ivan, and I had already met Will, but Will was there too, and we got to meet Zinnia, and oh my God, oh, what a delight, girl. Can you talk?
Yeah, it looks like she unmuted.
Can you say hello? She unmuted.
She did. She unmuted, but we can't hear you, Zinnia.
We can't hear you, sweetie. Or see you. We see your avatar, which is actually I love that.
Zinnia, you might have to click. I don't know if you're on a mobile device, but on a mobile device, I think it's like a join with device audio at the bottom. There should be a button near the audio button, and if you click join with device audio,
I forgot about that.
It should come up. It should let you talk. If you have a headphones, like here, this one, I'm using these and it has a microphone on here. So maybe you can try plugging in, maybe you can try plugging in a microphone into your device that you're using, or like a headset. And that might be another way. Oh, she just left. So she's probably going to try to join again in a different way. It would be nice to hear from her. I know we have to wrap
maybe
up
she
pretty
could
soon.
Yeah, because I know we got to get going. And
But I would
like I said,
to
even
talk.
if, yeah, go ahead, Bree. Yeah, go ahead. And yeah, I just want to make sure, was there anybody else? Okay, Zinnia, and Ivy's still stuck, I think. I don't know if she's still stuck or not, if she can't
I don't
talk.
think Ivy's in the call.
Was there
I
anything
think
else,
it
Wilma, that
froze.
you wanted to share? I know you shared just a little bit, but I just want to make sure, was there anything else you wanted to say, Wilma?
Yeah, I kind of thought there was, but I didn't really feel anything coming through. Let's just see
Okay.
for a minute.
Just wondering. Just want to make sure.
Shishana shasha ushateto shahashate atasha hushato kutashna hayasha. Shalarashatushana hetikutusha ashtat kutanesha oyashta ay. Ishana hashato iya. Ishata oyishna asha atetetuk oshana ateka aya. Shahalatu ushana ataya. Melara shahantuk erishana aistotoyana. Shahanta yan totayana ushta andatayana. Namaste.
Ishate shiva ashana bashana TV zamasave ishana tiki lavi sanabake. Zevashana vishana vi itave sanabalaki vashana teve lehamalakupa itavesana sete vikiana nina nebotovi ishana seki likia tarashasaseshi. Thank you, dear sister. Via non bekela meashatave lakina zevasote. That was beautiful. Thank you. Miashote.
Thank you, Wilma. So I would like to, Zinnia's not back in the room
Yeah, I was
yet.
gonna say, I don't know if she can get back in. So if you happen to come back in,
not sure.
Zinnia, go ahead. And otherwise, yeah, go ahead, Bree, and we'll kind of wrap up here, you guys.
Okay, so I just wanted to maybe take a few more minutes while we're waiting if Zinnia is going to be able to come back in the room, because it's exciting that she could join us. Maybe to talk a little bit, let's see, oh, Star had to leave. She's not here anymore. Okay, well, maybe we can save that for next time. Next time I would like to talk about light language with music with Star. She had written a really interesting comment in the chat, so I'd like to talk about that next time. So I'm going to make a note because I'm not seeing her in the room with us anymore. All right, then with that said, quick recap for everybody. Awake TV Network is launching this Sunday and Monday. It is a 48-hour free live streaming launch. And I forgot to say, Wendy is going to be a part of the launch on Monday, 11/11.
Oh, yeah,
Wendy
I forgot.
is doing a show.
I actually forgot all about it. We got so much going on. And plus, we're also doing an intro video, as I mentioned earlier.
So
yeah,
the intro.
And Bree, I forgot. Can you share the link to the live that I did on the 2nd?
Sure. Yep. So that's on Facebook.
Live that we did on Facebook, you guys. And so that was the first time that I did a little, this is what, how I came to find Awake TV and all that, and what I'm going to be doing and all that. And so we did our first teachers live broadcast on the 2nd, and I just happened to be a part of that first one. I'm at the very end, but please do watch the whole thing, because there's a lot of good teachers talking about what they're coming to bring. But my portion's at the very end. I think I'm the second to the last person at the end of the live. But that way you guys can see some of the teachers. You can see some of the things that they talked about, and you can see just my little thing that I put out that day, so that you can watch that. So go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I'll find the link. Yeah. So to clarify, guys, there's a few things happening. The intro videos are always going to be free to watch on the network, regardless of you being a subscriber or not. And the launch period is November 10th and 11th of this year. It's a 48-hour free live streaming period. And on 11/11 at 3 p.m. Central Time, Wendy is going to be live streaming, and I think I'm joining you, Wendy, right? We're doing that launch show together. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that's going to be at 3 p.m. and it's free. So you guys can watch. Go to awaketvnetwork.com and tune in at 3 p.m. Central Time on 11/11 to watch Wendy and I on the network launching with the Launchapalooza. It's very exciting. And again, go to Wendy's website, languagesoflights.com, to subscribe for her email newsletter so you can receive the promo code right to your email for half off your first month of Awake TV Network. This is a big deal because they are they're focusing on community, bringing community together, like what we do here, where this is an interactive space. It's not going to be in terms of having like a whole bunch of people in the Zoom room together, but it's interactive because there's a live chat section and you can type and people can meet each other in the live chat. And it's a place where like-minded people come together.
Bree, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I actually have the opportunity, you guys, and this is something we need to figure out how to coordinate. So let's do this. I am actually able to have anybody I want on the show. So I thought maybe one of my shows, all of you who want to be on my show together like this in a hangout, send me an email. Because if we do a show together, they need your email address 1 week in advance. So they will send you the link personally, not me. They send it to you. If you guys want to be on a show with me, tell me, send me your email, let me know, and we will pick a date of one of those 12 weeks that I'm doing a live show, and I will choose one and we will do it together. And I'll just do I'll pick. Okay, so you know we have every Friday, what, 2 o'clock, right, Bree? 2 Central?
2 p.m. Central on Fridays.
So Friday, 2 p.m. Central.
Wendy's
so we've
show.
got 12 weeks to fill. So we've got all these dates. So, and I know there's holidays for certain people at different times in different countries coming up through that 12 weeks. And I know that. So there's going to be lots going on. So all of a sudden I'm hearing, let's put something together. So if you guys want to be on, let me know. And then everybody will get their own link to the Zoom room. And then you all can be in the Zoom room with me live on Awake TV. Bam.
Which is so exciting that it could be interactive space. So that's a good point. So you can email Wendy languagesoflights@gmail.com to make sure that you can plan at least a week ahead of time so we can get the link sent out to you to be a part of her show.
And we'll plan a date well in advance so everyone knows which date we're going to choose. And but just so you guys know, that's the time frame. You got to be available at that time. So that's the only criteria. Other than you already know how to use Zoom. It's just a Zoom room.
Right.
So
just like this.
So just like this. So I have this opportunity and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of it. So if any of you guys want to be on and you want to talk light languages, do activations, but remember, we only have 1 hour. So that means we're going to have to be very, very specific about how long each person gets to talk. And depending on how many are in the room, we're going to have to figure that out. But if Bree's there, she'll help me manage all of that. But it's just something I really thought it would be a lot of fun for you guys everybody to get out there and show Awake TV, the people who are watching, everyone who wants to share something or light languages or whatever. You want to pull an Oracle card? I don't care. Let's just, you know what I mean? We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how much time, but I'm really excited about this. So all of a sudden I was just really inspired to share that with you. So I want to open that out to all of you who are watching and in the room today. So, and whatever. So there you go.
Oh, thank you, Wendy. That's so exciting. Yeah, it's so cool. So please, guys, this is a movement. This is like this is the world.
Where'd she go?
So she is in the room now. She is in the room.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you? Finally, I made it.
So
how's
happy
everyone?
to see you. It was
Yes,
likewise.
Good, I made it.
Yay. So what's going on with you? How is everything? And what would you like to share with us today?
Busy, but everything is good. And just want to send a little bit of light language, a blessing.
Hey, please do.
Hiokutu suru kwetiri haidini mikitiri kosutura. Iyokusututuri kisikititiri na matiri kisitiri kusutura yana hatishiri. Suturu ayana matiri kisititiri kusuturu iyorana masikititiri. Hakuru hutu shurana mitiri kisitiri irokusuturu yana masitiri oa kurushutura. There he goes.
Oh, that was beautiful. Nasharaviano to Vashata Toriamba Kashana Teveki Savashanavi Antoravisha Sensete. Zinnia, since you're kind of new to the group here, and again we met for the first time in Florida doing our very first light language event, Bree and I, in Fort Lauderdale. And so I got the pleasure to meet this beautiful lady. How long have you been speaking light languages, Zinnia?
It's been about a month.
That's all?
Yes. Around a month.
Oh, wow.
So I just started it not too long ago.
That's what I thought. I was going to say, because you were
you
not
tell
speaking them at the conference at the web.
I was not.
So can you tell us how that happened for you? What
would you?
What was it like? What happened?
Well, first of all, I want to thank my brother, Ivan, because I mean, he's just been amazing. Thank you so much for your love and support, because ever since we connected, you know, we just felt that deep connection, and we've been speaking almost every day, and he has helped me a lot throughout the whole journey. And I don't know, like it just started it one day. I went outside, I connected with the sun energy, I grounded myself, and then all of a sudden I just started speaking it.
I have
and
to
then
share
he
this
just
with you guys
Telling you guys, there's
because
something about the sun. There's
Yes.
something about the sun, because I
It was
got
the sun.
activated. There's something about the sun. I was definitely activated by the sun too.
hey Wendy, I have to share this with you guys because
Yeah, go ahead.
at the gathering, Anne was sitting next to me, and she thought that I was speaking some sort of insectoid light language, which it just happened to be that my light language was going very, very fast. Eventually, a couple of days later, mine slowed down. So as I was sharing this with Zinnia, and this is what's so beautiful about our relationship, as I call her my sister. Anyways.
Well, yeah, we're all, that's how I feel.
Yes.
We're all, you know,
Right.
yes.
So I'm always constantly sharing this and kind of sharing my experience and how it came about and so on. So she all of a sudden she shared this, that she starts speaking her light language. And shortly after, as a matter of fact, it just started a week and a half ago, she started speaking Lemurian. I was not speaking Lemurian. And she triggered, while I triggered her to speak her light language, she triggered me to start speaking Lemurian. Go figure that one out.
Well,
that was pretty
we're
cool.
multi-dimensional beings. Wow, Zinnia, that's really amazing.
Yes, and I have to tell you that it's been an amazing experience. Like it's just like I feel like I live in a two parallel worlds, kind of like a magical world and then my regular world. So it's just all of a sudden, you know, I'm just getting glimpses, connections, you know, with fairies, with, you know, past lives connections, and things just keep pouring and pouring. So it's like, wow, it's been quite a journey.
That's really pretty incredible, because that's kind of like you're telling my story. That's pretty incredible. And what you just said about living in two worlds, I swear to you, I think I've used those exact words in the last few days. I feel like I'm literally existing in two places, but it's a very interesting feeling, and it's not a bad feeling, and I wouldn't call it disconcerting or anything, but it takes a little getting used to. And I remember many years ago, Bashar said, you guys are going to be beginning to understand your time is going to become slippery. You're going to begin to understand there is really, you're creating time as you're going along, and your time is just a byproduct of how you're moving through your parallel realities. So it's as if we really can slow down and speed up time at our will, and by how we are going through this. And that's exactly what happened to me, Zinnia. As soon as I started speaking light languages, it was like a faucet. Angels and elementals and fairies, and it just, the animal collectives, and everybody started talking, but it was because I wanted them to.
Right. And I'm opening myself up every single day, just, you know, keep connecting, because I feel all the light codes, you know, every morning.
Yes,
it's just
light codes.
Yes, and I just keep pouring, you know, like I just feel keep coming. I'm like, I'm open to receive, you know, I'm open to receive, and it's just,
So
wow, it's fascinating.
do you feel that, and it's okay, whatever the answer is okay, but do you feel that by us gathering the way that we did and all of us meeting and meeting in Florida and doing that event, I mean, I really feel like it was a pretty powerful, well, in many ways, but a very powerful interaction. And the things that I've seen people that have happened to people since that weekend have been pretty incredible. And now that I'm seeing what this has happened, and you and Ivan, and being able to share all this, and I'm blown away by this. And the fact that you've just started speaking light languages, you know, I feel like that was part of your activation process. Can you maybe comment on that a little?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I've known about light language for quite a while. I've been listening to Judy Satori for like the past 10 years, or maybe even more.
Oh,
So
wow,
I knew
so
of
a long
it.
time.
Yes, I knew of it, and I've always been attracted to it. And I'm, you know, somehow I knew that eventually I will become a channel. Don't ask me how and how I was gonna do it, but I knew. And
I
then,
knew too. I know. I
and
just
then,
knew.
but what really triggered the whole thing, it was that meeting, of course. And then all of a sudden, I felt that I was meeting, you know, all like my family, my soul tribe, you know. And I did pretty much. I mean,
Yes,
I
you
connected
did.
with all of you guys, you know, and
This
it's
is
just
so
been,
exciting.
but definitely, you know, I was going through a lot of changes back then, and a lot of them were physical. I remember that I had a year where like I had this burning sensation all over my body, and then I had memories of being burned, you know, and then I kept having those nightmares where I was being chased. So obviously it was all past life that I was, you know, like just purging or whatever that it was within me that was being released. And then after that meeting, all of a sudden everything stopped. No more burning, no more skin sensation. It was just incredible.
After the light language event in Florida that we met at?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, Zinnia.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
Everything just went
God.
away. And I have to tell you that I was having even high blood pressure, you know, and then my cardiologist was like, "You're so young, you do yoga, like, you know, your skin, like, why are you having all of this?" And it's just that I felt all of this energy within me contained, and then somehow it needed to come out, but I don't know, I just didn't know how to channel that, you know. And then after that meeting, it's just amazing, you know, like everything just went away. I went to the cardiologist and he just kicked me out. It's like, "Oh my God, you're like a 30-year-old, get out of here. You know, your heart rate is perfect."
Yay! Oh my, see you guys? This is what we're talking about. Oh my God. I'm just,
So-
you're like my testimonial.
That's
Please,
incredible.
your
It is true.
testimonial.
Wendy, you need to make some more of these gatherings. Seriously.
I know, for
I know.
sure.
I want to do,
Yes.
I know you guys, I know. And I need to do them at
Globally.
different times of the
And
day
I have
too,
to tell you that,
go ahead.
yeah, no, I have to tell you that all of a sudden, like I've been talking about it with other people, you know, people that didn't really know anything about light language. And then all of a sudden, everybody's interested. Like everybody wants to know. And then they keep asking me, like, "How do you do it? How, you know, how do I go about it?" And then, you know, it's just amazing to see all the people that before, you know, like, I don't know, they're like awakening to all of this.
Well, do you
And then
see
there's
now,
a
just by
lady.
you being you and doing what you're doing, you're attracting them to you, and you're
Yes.
they don't even know what's wrong, what hit them. And do you see now, I'm seeing all of us, and I've been seeing this for a little while now, especially there
Yes. And I
there
have to
we
tell you,
are.
there's a lady.
I'm telling you, there's something
There's
going
a
on down
lady in
there.
Spain.
And we're going to be teaching, you're going to be teaching light languages too. And all of us are, every one of you guys in this room are going to be teaching of some way, shape, or form, but especially those of us who are really, really excited about it. But I see you teaching this, Zinnia.
And you know, like there's a lady in Spain that I follow, and she's a very spiritual lady. So anyway, she just posted a video a couple of days ago, and then she was speaking about the light language, and she was saying that how all of these people, okay, the light codes that are coming right now, they're activating a bunch of people. And, you know, these people are like starting speaking light language. And then I send it to all of the people that I know that speak Spanish. It's like, you see, guys, it's real. I mean, I'm not the only one that's talking about it. This lady that has like so many followers, she's even talking about it. So definitely, you know, it's something that I feel strongly about it. And, you know, if I can help, if I can, you know, help others get activated, definitely, you know.
And that's what this is all about. That's why we're doing this. This is why we do this work. This is why I've been doing this on my YouTube channel for all these years. Why we did the event, why I'm doing Awake TV, why Bree's getting, I mean, all of this is because we're so passionate about sharing this and helping other people. It's not just about activating light languages, and that's what we want to talk about here and as we, you know, wrap up today, but this is what this is about. It's not just about activating our light languages, it's about what it does and how it empowers us when we turn off the camera and we live our lives.
And then I have to tell you, Wendy, the last thing that now that I'm, you know, while I do, because I'm a massage therapist, and that while I'm doing a massage with Reiki, because I use Reiki as well, then now all of a sudden the light language starts coming.
Yep.
So it's like, it even feels
look at Ray.
powerful.
Will's going, Reiki with Will. Will's going, yep, yep. And when Will and I met, he was doing Reiki and Reiki master teacher, but he was not speaking light languages, and he did plenty of hangouts for a long time with meditations and Reiki, but never spoke light languages, never even talked about light languages until he started speaking them, and then started actually incorporating them into his own his own Reiki. And I can't speak for his personal clients, but I'm just saying, I'm talking about publicly, you know, that the Reiki came first, and then how many of us are learning now to alchemize. And that's what this is all about too, and why we're doing Awake TV. It's about taking these light languages and how are you guys being guided and passionate about alchemizing them in your everyday, what you do, and how do you add that to what you're already doing, all of that. That's what this is all about. So, wow, I'm so happy you came today, and today's date equals 11, Zinnia. So this is a very powerful day for me in this day that equals 11 in this 11th month. And it's my birthday month. And so I'm an 11 and
when
I'm
is
an
your birthday?
11 birth path number. So it's like, this is my time. 11/28 is my birthday. My birthday falls on Thanksgiving, you guys, in America.
That's
My birthday
right.
falls on Thanksgiving
This
and I
year? Oh my God,
yes.
really?
So yeah, anybody want to invite me over to so I don't have to cook?
Will raised his hand. So I guess Will's gonna cook for you? Wow. All right.
Well,
very
that'll be a
nice.
trip since I gotta fly to Florida.
Very nice of you, Will. Hey, I'll come with too. We can have
Now,
a
there's
Florida
a
turkey
thought.
party.
There's a thought.
Without turkey,
Florida,
maybe.
Florida for Thanksgiving.
I think
That's
you're
that's a
vegan,
nice
aren't you,
thought.
Will? You're vegan. Yeah, Will's vegan.
Oh, forget it. I am not going to your house.
Tofurkey. Yeah, Wendy. You get to eat some
I'll bring the
tofurkey.
turkey. I'm bringing the turkey.
She's gonna like drag it on the plane.
I ain't eating no tofu turkey, dude.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I used to eat a lot of tofu and I just can't anymore. The soy and it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me.
Oh my God, you guys, my stomach. You guys make me laugh so much. I love you. Thank you. Thanks for the offer, though, Will.
Yeah. Hey, well, there's always restaurants,
But
right?
I have to say, in all honesty, though, you guys, this year, and I've said this a couple of times, but for anybody who's a Sagittarian, and I know it's in Scorpio season right now, but 11/22 starts the Sagittarius season. And for all of you who are Sagittarians, Jupiter, our ruling planet, the largest planet in our solar system, guys, is sitting in Sagittarius and has been all this year, and it will be moving out of it at the end of this year. This whole year has been a very strong year for all of us because it's the largest planet in our solar system. This doesn't just affect me as a Sagittarian, but all of us. And so it's been very powerful for all of us about becoming our authentic selves and trusting our own self-trust. And For me, it's been a powerful, very powerful year, and it only happens once every 20, I think it's 28 or 29 years. So it takes that long for Jupiter to come back to its home sign, which is in Sagittarius. It also happens to rule Pisces, if I'm not mistaken. So it's also a fire sign and rules a water sign. So I thought that's very interesting about the fire and water balance also, that it's also representing the perfect divine balance of fire and water, divine feminine, divine masculine, and all of us bringing this balance back to humanity, to reminding us all about the perfect balance that we are of divine feminine and divine masculine, that we are all always this perfect balance all the time, and how we're finding our compass when we find each other. We're finding that soul cord love vibration within each other, and especially when we meet each other like this. And so for this is so significant for me. And so the fact that my birthday happens to, even though we know we choreograph everything, you guys, it happens to us, for us, by us, and that I chose this day to celebrate in thanks for this immense gift that I've been given. And it's so appropriate for me that this year, in this time that Jupiter's come back into my sign, that I am just exploding, and that all of this is happening, and that I knew this year was going to be different for me and for all of us, really, not just me, but this 3-year, the 2019, it's the trinity, the trinary, the consciousness of understanding. We really do find harmony in the center when we're living from that place of integrity, of integration of our body and our mind and our spirit, just like I think every man created religion has still used the same ultimate core philosophy of that trinary consciousness of living from that body, mind, and spirit. And I even have an image that I'll show you guys. I'd have to dig for it, but I'll take a picture of it. I did it a long time ago, and it really was given to me by my guides and by my Syrian guides and the Yael and the Shikani. And it was really a combination message for all of us about living in that space of the trinary trilogy energy, of truly becoming this moving through life in this integrated way. And really 2020 is exciting for me because it's also, to what they've been telling me, perfect vision, that all of us will really have clearer perfect vision about what it is that we're here to do, what our true core passion is, and in discovering that and sharing that with each other. And so it's very exciting for me to share all this with you. And so I'm eternally grateful this year, especially. This really has come full circle for me, and that I'm coming up on 5 years on the YouTube channel is also just an amazing, we compartmentalize as humans, and we kind of put things in 5 years and 10 years and 20 years and 50 years, we kind of pack things into these time frames. But once we're realizing now that time really is just a byproduct of what we choose, we tend to understand that, and I know Bree's finding that out too, that we really can pack more into less time. And when you're following your joy and your passion, oh my God, the energy, the things that get accomplished, I think she's even surprising herself, quite frankly, how much she's able to get accomplished and to be able to do all of this. So with that said, we're going to close today. We've got lots to do. So if there's anything else that you wanted to say, Bree, in closing, please do. Mashallah Kia, I love you. All of you, and Bree, love you. I couldn't have done this without you. I know, okay, maybe I could have, but no, you really made this a path of least resistance for me, and it continues to be so. And you really are a dynamo, and together I know that we can accomplish anything, and that goes for all of us, you guys. And I'm not kidding. Yeah. I'm bursting, and I love you all. I love you. I love you. I love you. So, close up for us, Bree. La casa note.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you. Thank you everybody for watching today. It's always a pleasure to be able to do this, giving each other a safe space to share and talk about our experiences and share these universal languages. And so I am just so grateful that we can all be a part of this together. So really, thank you for watching and for joining and for sharing your energy. Des au at es ndao nes neas ndao kai ian na nea ndao deshenai how na ne yat an now an nea na ya an now I yao an neau o a I iau o au anai ian now uash I ya na ian ian now o ne o nai ya ua ya ua nai ya an I ia an I ia utea oku hua oe hio ko hua a iao. Thank you all.
Namaste, dear sister.
Thank you, Wendy, for letting me be a part of this with you. It's so much fun. We have so much fun. And it's sometimes a roller coaster, you know. I'm not saying that this is all easy, but it's extremely rewarding for my soul.
And when you're passionate, you guys, we make it look easy because we love what we're doing so much. And she helps me make it look easy.
Oh, well, I do my best. I do my best, right? We are all doing our best in every moment, actually. Every single person is always doing their best at their level of consciousness in that moment. Yes. And that, as I've said before, has been very comforting for me at times when we question why things are happening certain ways in the world and why people are acting certain ways and saying certain things and why it's just like this is a grand play and we get to be a part of it. And so thank you. So I think we're ready to close out. Reminder to go to awaketvnetwork.com to sign up for their newsletter, because on Thursday, subscriptions will be opening. We're going to be at the Hollywood Film Festival for United for Change. Awake TV is. And, you know, I think that this is just a really beautiful time for all of us to be able to come together in new ways. So be a part of the movement, you know, and we're also encouraging feedback, of course. Always want feedback to hear if we can ever improve or do things differently. So we're open to your comments and questions. So with that said, I think we're going to close out. Thank you all for watching and joining and being, and we love you. And we will see you next week at 1:11 p.m. Central Time here on Wendy's YouTube channel. But again, reminder, watch us. Wendy and I are doing the launch show for Awake TV Network on Monday, 11/11 at 3 p.m. Central Time. You can go to awaketvnetwork.com to watch the launch.
Oh, wait, can we post that link someplace on my website, Bree?
It is on your website.
It is on there already. See, she knows more than I do about my website. Trust me. She does.
Yep, so
I have to ask her questions about my own stuff all the time. So,
and I had I'll post it again here in the YouTube live chat, so it'll be easier for people.
And then that way, you guys will have the link. You can watch it. You know, you can watch us live, and also I'm just eternally grateful to all of you, infinitely. And I will really start thinking about trying to do this another evening, maybe a different time of the evening, so maybe more of us can get together. So. I'll work on that, guys. I'll work on it.
Sounds good. Yeah, we have a lot moving and shifting right now. So, all right. Well, we're closing out for today. Watch us on 11/11 on Awake TV
And by
Network,
the way,
please.
I'm happy for anybody else to start doing this too, and I'm always happy to be a guest on someone else's show.
Yeah.
If y'all want to go live on YouTube, I'll just be there.
All right. Well, you guys can email Wendy, languagesoflights@gmail.com, if you would like her to be a guest on your show, please. She is lots of fun, obviously.
And yeah, if you guys have
lots of
links
fun.
to your stuff, please feel free to post your links on my YouTube channel comments for today. If you guys got links, let us know where you are, who you are. Please do. It's about sharing. So yeah, that's it. We're done.
That is true. Yeah. And if you're a musician or artist and would like to feature your work on Awake TV Network on the platform, email me, awaketvbree@gmail.com, BREE, because we are looking for artists and musicians to feature on the platform, even if you're not signed up as a teacher. So that has just been decided, and it's very exciting.
Do you guys, not just love that? I'm seriously, Awake TV Bree. I just love it.
It's easy to remember, that's for sure.
I just love it.
It's very easy to remember. Yes, it's very fun. I'm really enjoying myself, and it's a lot of work. And speaking of, there's giant
gotta go
things that I have to do to get prepared for this launch, because we're starting on Sunday, and there's lots of things. So we will see you next week. We love you guys, and
love you.
have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye.